They said history started on a boat.
Show us one.
But the land remembers before the lie.
Yeah. I was born in New Babylon. Hey, hey, concrete crown, but the roots stay strong. Drums in the dirt, hear the old gods humming on.
I was born in New Babylon.
Yeah. I was born in New Babylon. Hey, hey. Flags wave high, but the ground tell truth. Blood in the soil, gold in the youth. They sold us the dream, never showed the proof. I was born in New Babylon. Born where the rivers bend like hieroglyphs. Mississippi mounds, astronomers and ships aligned with the stars. Equinox map, long before Wall Street drew lines on maps. Olmec heads with the Nubian face. Plus all kings carved time and place. They say mystery, I say erase. Black earth stories buried under U.S. states. Aztec calendars, new reset days. Cycles collapsed, then the world reborn blaze. Mayan zero, yeah. Math to advance while reinvented Europe's to feed the ocean's glance. They call it myth when it don't fit charts. But myth just means stolen parts. I walk on land with the memory heart. Every step beat like a drum in the dark. They taught me pilgrims, muskets, and prayer. Never taught who was already there. Never taught copper people mind by hand. Thousands of years deep in this land.
I was born in New Babylon.
Yeah. I was born in New Babylon. Hey, hey. Empire talk, but the past stay long. Temples and Grand Canyons, hear the hope of soul songs hum.
I was born in New Babylon.
Yeah, yeah. I was born in New Babylon. New name, same old throne, same old change. Just polished on this to appear chrome. They remix truth, call it unknown.
I was born in New Babylon.
Yeah. I was born in New Babylon. Grand Canyon walls got temple scars. Caves cut straight, not made by stars. Hoppy elder said world's done past. Fourth one shaking, better learn fast. Navajo speak of the twin face age. Tech too loud, no respect for sage. When the web glows brighter than the sun, prophecy says the test begun. Yeah, they talk Atlantis like it's fantasy. But flood myths match globally. From Kemet to Andes peaks, same story told in different speech. Machu Picchu clouds kiss stone, city and sky not built alone. Ley lines hum where the falcon flew. Energy grids they never taught you. Thoth wrote wisdom, words not changed. Nimrod built towers, lost his name. Babylon ain't just bricks and flame. It's any system selling power over brain. Grandmama said, boy, this land got bones. Heavy road paved over our ancestors' homes. If you don't know where you stand, you'll die defending a lie not yours, fam. Now it's drones in the sky, ads in my sleep, gold in the clouds, souls for cheap. They call it freedom, but the meter runs. Same plantation, following a different sun. Amaru blood, indigenous crown, two roots twisted, still unbound. They split us up to keep us weak, while the land itself speak. America dressed like Rome in decline. Circus loud, bread refined, but prophecy say when masks fall down, truth rise up from the underground. Not ashamed, not confused. I know the lies and I choose the truth. Yeah.
I was born in New Babylon.
Yeah, yeah. Ancient land with a brand new corn. From Mount to Mike I carry on. Babylon to know we from the northern sacred spot. Yeah,
I was born in New Babylon.
yeah, yeah.
What's happening? What's going on? Kevin was right! Winter is coming and we don't have a man! Oh my God.
And all I have to say is, drizzle, drizzle.
If that water wet, it's got gators in it.
Oh, yeah? Well, me and the Lord, we got an understanding. We're on a mission from God.
They shouldn't have given you ashy blokes YouTube.
Cursed be the ground, for our sake. Both thorns and thistles it shall bring forth for us. For out of the ground we were taken, for the dust we are. And to the dust we shall return.
All right, good people. All right, good people. All you pedestrian civilians and experts out there. Okay. This is since it's a holiday, man, and it didn't have anything on the books. Um, and there's this debate going back and forth. I guess it's because there's midterms coming up. There's this debate going back and forth about politics now. So all the so-called people that were gun shy about a year ago because they got waxed in the 2024 elections. Now they're back pumping the chest. So we'll see if they want to come up and they actually want to espouse all their um, all their political leanings or their political theory. Because I get a whole lot of crap talking about politics. Like one guy arguing about tariffs, Trump and tariffs. Knowing the guy has absolutely no idea what the fuck is going on with tariffs and why Trump did what he did. Why, if he knew what Trump was about, he would know why he picked Besant. And I know he doesn't. Anyhow, Nelly says the champ is here, batting first. Shannon Green, batting second. Okay, he's on the on deck circle, ready to clear the bases. Okay, Martin Muhammad, batting third. Okay, it's indeed a blessing. Okay, appreciate you, Martin. Daz, what's going on? Batting cleanup. Turtle Bitcoin Wagner. Hey, Turtle Bitcoin Wagner chased Macron out of the Sahel. That's how come he's trying to go down and do business in sub-Saharan Africa right now, man. He's in Nigeria, Ghana, and Kenya and Tanzania. Man, he's trying to do deals down there now. But so Wagner chased him out of the Sahel right now. So they're trying to pivot. Instant Media, what's going on? Adric, what's going on? Mr. Part-Time Lover, Tao, what's going on? Craig, what's going on? Happy barbecue day to you, sir. The McRib should have McRibs on the grill. I wanted to say frozen McRibs. Ahmed, what's going on? Jesse Griffin. Because you mean I'm in my feelings politics. I'm butthurt politics. Ignore the fact that APAC is taking the black seats politics. I don't know if she wants to. I don't think she can. She can run for it, but I don't think she can. I voted for Kamala Nepad Harris, and all I got was this lousy T-shirt. I heard that. That's all you were gonna get. You're lucky you got the T-shirt. Michael, what's going on? Can see in red. Yo, Adrian, Alicia, what's going on? Elijah Bay, what's going on? I am Latuan, what's going on? Have I heard about Kali Yuga? No, I have not heard about Kali Yuga. Spiritual Truth, what's happening? Grab Eddie, what's happening? Horowitz, Shade Tree Therapy, what's going on? Willie R, what's going on? Ignatz, what's happening? The Black Lake. I've been digging that. I've been bumping that. It reminds me of the old fashioned 1980s hip hop and rap. Okay, kind of the beat and the simplicity of it. It's not too complex, and you have to rap. Now I don't know. Did they get a rapper or is it electronic? I don't know. But the thing is, whoever did it was actually very well done. Crazy how Thomas Massey got bounced in the primaries. He literally votes the way Trump wants him to vote. Said that only the issue was it wasn't just the Epstein files. It's also the biggest reason he got bumped was not Epstein. The biggest reason he got bumped was Iran. He wanted to pull. They wanted to pull the War Powers Act. That's the reason. That's the biggest reason he got bumped. That wasn't the Epstein file. Wasn't it? Why is Steve Hilton in the lead? I have no idea, man. I have no idea. I think Viragosa, man. I don't know what happened to Viragosa. Why he crashed and burned? Because this is Viragosa's seat to win. How these unknown people rise up out of nowhere and are getting traction. I have no clue. The thing is, when I stopped taking polls seriously with the Harris campaign, because the polls absolutely made no sense. These polls don't make sense. Ninja Person was gone. Peace and chat. Some dusty engineers took some vacations with their dusty dollars, and as things progress, we anticipate a big summer. We'll keep working regardless. I heard that. Okay. Yeah, send me an email. Send me an email. Especially if this stuff blows up with this banking, man. Because what's going on right now, man, is a lot of these bots are getting out of hand, and they're gonna need people to keep an eye on these bots. A lot of these bots are getting out of hand. So they're trying to turn this stuff over to AI, and the AI is going sideways. So not just in the digital world, but also in the physical world. A lot of these bots are going sideways. So they're going to have human minders for these bots. So the War Powers Act is irrelevant. It's relevant only in the sense that Congress has delegated its right to actually fight a war, or actually declare war, or actually fight a war, because Congress has to pay for it. And I think the War Powers Act is a way that Congress doesn't have to take the blame for starting a war. Mr. J. Matt, what's going on? Kenneth Young, what's happening? Big Trick, what's happening? Yeah, I'll drop the link in a couple. And say I wanted to show you guys something. We can talk about the War Powers Act. Because I actually did play a video yesterday about the War Powers Act. Discussing it with Chris Matthews and Rand Paul, talking about the War Powers Act, because it's being misused. So China can. This is good. This is good. Huh. Interesting. Let's go ahead and pop this real quick, man. This is just a few minutes ago. This is Sean Fu. This is going to be interesting because Besant is in trouble. Okay. Pop this up real quick. Okay. China cancels U.S. Stock and bond investments as its global gold plan starts this July. Interesting. And basically, Trump has added $2.5 trillion to the deficit with the tax program and the trade and the wars he started. So they won't have the ability to sell bonds like they used to. It's going to be interesting.
Is the US stock market, and this might be the most concrete sign of the real decoupling happening. Despite Trump's visit to Beijing, despite all the smiles and handshakes and the grand ballroom diplomacy, the underlying reality hasn't really changed here. The fundamental posture of the West towards China is still the same. Anthony Blinken just made it plain. The grand strategy hasn't shifted at all. He wants to unite the Western economies, contain.
And so the Dems still pushing gynocrat identity politics in Georgia. Ain't enough that they pushed Stacey Abrams and lost. Now they're pushing one-term mayor quitter Keisha Lance Bottoms for governor. Yeah, well, they're gonna see how if black girl magic is real. And so the companies move too fast in their adoption. Now companies are starting to hire real people back. Combine that with the mountain of vibe coding going up the code base. Big cleanup required. Yeah, I agree. Why did Massey's constituents run from him instead of changing their view? He was on point, in my view, and most. He probably was, but Massey, there was influx of like $30 million to get Massey out of his seat. That's what I'm hearing. That by AIPAC.
China slow them down, and the agenda is very much alive, regardless of all the photo ops getting published.
If we're competing with China one-on-one, that's a game that we may lose. Their market's much bigger. Their manufacturing is 3 times our manufacturing. Purchasing power parity is greater than ours. But when we're aligned with Europe, with Japan, with Korea, with India, with Australia, with Canada, we go from about 25% of world GDP to 50 or 60%. A lot harder for China to ignore.
And now China is responding not with sanctions, not with missiles. They are doing something far more precise. They are pressurizing the US economy. And they are doing so by cutting the money flows. The trade numbers tells us part of the story. China's trade surplus with the US has already dropped by 31%. That's $93 billion less flowing through bilateral trade. Now, China's rerouting, selling more to other markets, and the US is also reducing their exposure to China. But now the Chinese are going after something more sensitive, the flow of Chinese retail money into American stocks and bonds. Guys, this is decoupling. This is the real version, not some theory. Now, here's what Beijing just did, and the measures are far more drastic than most Western financial media they're reporting. Now, China has cracked down hard on brokerages. They were helping Chinese mainland money flow into US markets. Now, we're not talking about slap on the wrist. The fines are running into the tens to hundreds of millions of dollars per institution. But the fines aren't even the most significant part. Now, Beijing has imposed 2 additional punishments. First, all Chinese mainland accounts with these brokers must be closed within 2 years. Every single position in US stocks will have to be liquidated there. Forced selling, mandatory unwinding, whatever you want to call it. And secondly, China is confiscating all these so-called illegal gains the investors made. Now, clawing back the profits is very, very drastic. It's quite draconian. So Beijing is just sending a message to everyone. We do not want Chinese money in American assets, full stop. Now, the logic is quite straightforward here. To buy US stocks or bonds, you first have to buy dollars. And every yuan converted to dollars is Chinese currency being dumped in the favor of US currency. Now, of course, Beijing doesn't want that. They want the money to remain in the yuan to make it strong. They want domestic capital staying inside Chinese markets. And to do that, you've got to strengthen the RMB ecosystem. And this impact will be far more severe over time going forward. Now, Benson has been fairly smug about US financial dominance in the recent months.
Denmark's investment in US Treasury bonds, like Denmark itself, is irrelevant. That it's less than $100 million. They've been selling treasuries for years. I'm not concerned at all. Again, as Treasury Secretary, I see our Treasury auctions. We've had record foreign investment.
But that smugness is about to be tested because the US bond market needs a constant, reliable, and big flow of money. And one of the sources normally flows into US stocks and bonds just got cut off by Beijing. And let's talk about the scale of what China is locking away. Now, China is on top of one of the largest private savings pool in human history. We are talking about $50 trillion in domestic deposits. And after the housing market collapse, gutted real estate, Chinese middle class, they're finding other places to store their money. They need alternatives. Now, some of it has found their way to Chinese bonds. Some of it has found its way through various channels into US stocks. Guys, Beijing is now slamming that door shut. And they're going to redirect every yuan back into domestic channels. And that is working. Now, Chinese bonds have returned over 1% in gains even as Western bonds are crashing. Domestic investors, they're getting rewarded while staying at home. So everything being done today is very carefully engineered by the Chinese government. Now, meanwhile, the yuan has hit a 3-year high. It's up 3% year to date against the dollar. That's not an accident either. A stronger currency means domestic and global investors, they are more attracted towards Chinese assets. It makes Chinese bonds more attractive in real terms. So China's running a deliberate financial competition against the US, and they're kind of winning here. Now, the closed-loop system Beijing is gunning for is elegant in its simplicity. Any Chinese money that goes overseas must flow through official channels. Any investment in Hong Kong or elsewhere must be structured so that the returns flow back to China in RMB, their own local currency. So the middle class cannot quietly open a global brokerage account and park savings in the S&P 500. That pathway is just being sealed away. Now think about what that means for Besson. He needs to borrow nearly $900 billion over the next 5 months. That is an insane amount of debt issuance in a compressed time frame. He needs buyers, structural buyers who show up to every auction regardless of yield, regardless of geopolitical tension, regardless of what inflation is doing as well. And a big shout out to our sponsor today, Indigo Precious Metals. When it comes to buying gold and silver, I trust Indigo Precious Metals in Singapore. They have made investing in precious metals safe, fast, easy, and simple for both small and large scale buying. I've been stacking gold for over a decade now, and I've learned 2 things when buying. You want to buy authentic gold bullion, and you want to buy it at the lowest premium possible to stretch your dollars even further. And I'm glad to say I found both of these at Indigo Precious Metals. Indigo Precious Metals is a leading retailer in Singapore. They specialize in physical gold, silver, and platinum. They are my one-stop shop when it comes to buying bullion. Their prices are sharp, and they have the best brands on sale, and I can test the gold on the spot. So if you're looking to make your first gold purchase, Indigo Precious Metals is the best place to start. Whether it's 1 ounce or 1 kilo, this is the reputable dealer you are looking for. So take action today. Click on the link below and enjoy a discount on your first purchase with the code Sean Fu. Start your gold stacking journey today. Now, Chinese retail money was part of that buyer base. Now it isn't. And without that bid, the dangerous trajectory of US yields heading higher becomes even more deadly. Now, every basis point of yield that climbs up is another $1 billion on the debt burden. It's going to cost even more money down the road to service, possibly $1 trillion a year additional. But China isn't just restricting money flows into the US. They are using the Iran war to attack the dollar at the most foundational level. And what is that? It is the oil trade. Now, analysts at Citi are calling this the golden window for the Chinese RMB. It comes down to one scenario. If it fully plays out, this is going to change the global financial system forever.
And that's really what we're fighting. Okay, that's why it's going to be interesting. And this is today by Sean Fu. I think he's out of Singapore, but he's Chinese guy out of Singapore. Japan and China dumping the treasury bonds, and Japan just raises interest rates too. So, God, it was because I just played it yesterday on my whatchamacallit, okay, about bonds and the 1% bonds that were bought under Trump and under COVID, where they all bought, where the banks bought all these long-term treasuries under COVID, right? And now they're at 1%, but now since the carry trade is over and Japan is raising its interest rates to 4.5%, those they have to sell those bonds that they're holding at a discount. So they're gonna lose money. So I was hoping that Republican voters were a little bit more smarter than that. Boy, was I mistaken. No, they're just regular people. They're just regular people. Black folks aren't any smarter. They're just regular people. Let me go ahead and play the. Oh snap! We're talking. Somebody asked about it. It was Sean Fu talking about bonds and let me put the link in the chat. You can actually watch it, OG. He's talking about China is forcing its money off the dollar. That's what he's talking about. Well, I'll put the link in the chat for it. We played this yesterday, so if you guys were on my Patreon, I apologize because we actually played this yesterday. The formula changed: 60% stocks, 40% precious metals. Yeah, but the thing is, the banks are still holding that debt. That's the problem. Precious metals, yeah, I think is the reverse in China. China's accumulating more precious metals right now. And what's happening, especially with a lot of bonds, especially with this crisis, which God knows why Trump started this war. I know why he started the war, but God, he can't be. You got to be smarter than that. Now with them cutting off the Strait of Hormuz, okay, what's happening is the price of oil has shot up, so people have to sell off assets like gold and bonds and treasuries and stuff like that to buy to convert it to yuan to buy oil, okay, to buy oil from the places they can buy oil from. So a lot of your paper assets are being converted. But I thought this was a pretty good one. I'm gonna drop the link in a second. By Cuomo and interviewing Rand Paul on the War Powers Act. Okay. Now this is Senator Rand Paul, and Rand Paul is not a hawk. Okay, he's a Republican. He's a moderate Republican, and he's against dumbass wars like this. In fact, he doesn't like Trump too well. So,
Mr. Senator, can you hear me?
Good morning, Chris. Thanks for having me.
Senator, thank you for taking the opportunity. Two issues on the table this morning. First one, as you are well aware, We're coming up on 60 days, which is sad on one level, but very opportune on another level, because I don't have to tell you this. There's no question Rand Paul does his homework. Okay, so
they're taking Tether and stablecoin users like that to court because they're sanctioning certain people.
Senator knows that 60 days is a potential triggering mechanism under the War Powers Resolution. What are you hoping happens, sir?
Well, what I'm hearing from Republican colleagues is most of them have been voting against invoking the War Powers Act. They've been sort of giving President Trump leeway. I voted to invoke it because I think that war should be about rejecting an imminent threat, but then immediately you would go to approval from Congress. Or if you know, like for 47 years that they've been our enemy, it's not brand new. We should actually go to Congress first. But many of my colleagues are seeing this 60 days, and this is a reporting requirement that can't go on beyond 60 days without coming back and asking Congress for permission to be at war. There's a handful of other Republicans now that will, I think, join me after 60 days if the war continues to go on. Now, there is a possibility the Trump administration simply issues some proclamation, saying we understand we're supposed to and we're asking for an extension. And so I think they can, under the War Powers Act, act for an extension. But people have to realize that under the War Powers Act, none of these reporting requirements even come into play unless you can prove that there was an imminent threat to the United States and you had to act in the immediate safety of the United States. I don't think they ever met the first criteria. But I do think the vote is going to come up again. The Democrats have insisted on bringing up this war powers vote. I have voted to invoke the war powers, and I think some other Republicans will join me next time.
I think you are absolutely dead on in the law and the political dynamic. And I think your case is even a little bit better than you're making it to the audience right now. And here's why. I don't think, look, the president can ask for whatever he wants to ask for. The law is pretty simple in its clear language, which is at 60 days, you can't just, there has to be a mechanism for the extension. AUMF, joint resolution, a law, but it can't be, we get it. We allow, no. There has to be process. There has to be a vote. And I think that's really important right now because I think people should be on record that they were okay validating this and extending it.
Yeah, and I think that's going to happen. And like I said, I think there are other Republicans that will join. So the vote is very, very close. The recent votes, I think, have been 52-48. So 2 or 3 Republicans changing actually can change it to where a majority wins. Now, people have to realize that it's not as easy as that. If we win the Senate vote, the House can choose to pick this up or not pick it up. They'll probably choose not to pick it up. The Speaker can control the floor. But even if it were picked up and the House voted with us, the President, vetoes it. So really to stop a president from a war takes a 2/3 vote. Even to stop a president from any declared emergency, which I think there are way too many presidential emergencies, ends up taking a veto-proof vote, which is very, very difficult to come by. This is why I've offered an amendment or a reform bill to the National Emergencies Act that would say, if a president declares a national emergency, it expires after 30 days unless positively affirmed. So instead of us trying to overturn an emergency, we would just make all emergencies expire within 30 days. I think that would be a good idea because during COVID, a lot of people use the emergency of COVID to enact many things which there was no legal precedent for. And so I don't think people should have unlimited emergency power. We should try to limit it automatically. And so this is a big reform I've been trying to push for a couple of years now.
I think that's a great change. I don't think the founders and frankly, Congresses up until very recently thought about, hey, do we trust this president to know what an emergency is? Do we trust the president and the executive to be right about what emergencies are? I don't think we ever really thought about that the way we're thinking about it right now because of how it's being abused.
Well, I think the other thing is, from a Republican perspective, a lot of Republicans used to agree with me when Biden was president. They no longer agree with me because it's a Republican president. But it won't last forever. I mean, what if AOC is the next president and she decides that we're going to have all government grocery stores and she's going to nationalize and maybe she's going to forbid the driving of SUVs because there's a climate emergency? Republicans will be squawking like crazy, and I'll be with them that that's a usurpation of power. But you have to believe it consistently, no matter whether the president's Republican or Democrat. And you can't just say, oh, I like this president, so I'm going to look the other way when they use executive authority.
Well, that's all we do these days. Is it all is a Rorschach test, right? It looks like one thing to you when it's your side, and it looks like something else to you when it's the other side. And things only matter when it's the other side. And we see that.
This is sort of the problem of partisanship. It's a problem of partisanship up here. People say, which team are you on? Vote with your team. And then I get criticized saying, oh, you're not voting with the team enough. And it's like, well, my team is the taxpayer. My team is the people concerned about the debt. That's what I ran on. I didn't run to say I'm going to be a rubber stamp for one party and reflexively be for that party, even when.
a lot of time, Cubby Kush, when they're out of session, they're back home talking to the constituents. They're back in the home office. They're not really on vacation. But that's how come they have sessions out, so they can actually go back home and talk to the voters instead of being in D.C. all the time. That's why.
They're for more spending. Look, the reconciliation process, will we do a simple majority to pass things? All of the next proposed reconciliation projects are to spend more money.
It's not a scare tactic, St. Nick's. He was giving an example. Okay. He said, what if? It's a what if thing. Okay.
It's like, I came up here to spend less money. I didn't come up here to spend more money. So we're going to be expanding the debt through a purely partisan reconciliation project. And I don't know. I don't think that's consistent with who, at least the Republicans that I know of, for what we once stood for.
Well, part of this is, and again, I was talking about you before you came on, and the respect I have for the authenticity of your political purpose and your father, and how, you guys aren't the same on your positions, but, I can tell that you were raised by somebody who valued those things. And there is, I think there's great value in that for your constituents. But one of the big lies, as you know, is that Republicans don't like to spend money. And only Democrats like to spend money.
That's a big
I
lie.
hope that President Trump has let people be aware that Republicans have no problem spending.
He does. Basically, Trump boosted the debt by was it $2 trillion? So it's like at 40 now. It's gonna be at $40 trillion by the time next year rolls around, and now you can't sell bonds on top of that. It's gonna be a mess. It's gonna be a mess. But the link's in the chat if y'all want to come up and talk. Okay. The call is projecting onto ALC, which no, he was giving an example. Okay. In other words, what's the antithesis of the a Republican, a conservative Republican, which would be AOC. He just gave an example. 9 trillion what? No, he didn't add 9 trillion. No, Trump added $9 trillion under COVID. Okay, that's what they're talking about. He added 2 trillion since he's been in office. If Trump added $9 trillion, we'd be at $57 trillion in $47 trillion at almost $50 trillion in debt. We're not there yet. So basically, China has known about the playbook a long time. It's just how they actually want to you remember what Harold Wilson did during his time in the British PM USD pound exchange was about $5. Oh yeah, I remember that. That had more to do with the exchange had more to do with basically with the pound being attacked. Okay, the pound got devalued by I think Soros attacked the pound twice. So that's how come the pound went down, and then the euro came in and took over some of that burden. So there's a lot of reasons the pound went down. Dude might have been absent on the day they went over the addition of double-digit numbers. Okay, I have no idea. Well, that was AB. All right. Let's go ahead and play this since it's up. I think this is the reason Massey got booted. Okay, is because of the War Powers Act, and the lobby is really pushing this war.
New York is recognized. Yeah, I'm happy to yield 5 minutes to the gentleman from Kentucky and the sponsor of this important resolution, the Honorable Representative Thomas Massey.
Gentleman from Kentucky is recognized. I thank the gentleman from New York. Mr. Speaker, James Madison wrote to Thomas Jefferson in 1789, the Constitution supposes what the history of all governments demonstrates, that the executive branch of power is the most interested in war and most prone to it. It has accordingly, with studied care, vested the question of war in the legislature. The Constitution is clear. Article 1, Section 8, Clause 11 of our Constitution provides Congress initiatory powers of war. Article 2, Section 2, Clause 1 of our Constitution gives the president operational powers of war to wage that war. Even if this body were to pretend that the 1973 War Powers Resolution supersedes the clear language of the Constitution, the president still has not met the conditions required by that law itself. The 1973 War Powers Resolution states plainly that the president may only introduce U.S. armed forces into hostilities pursuant to 3 conditions. Either 1, declaration of war, 2, specific statutory authorization, or 3, a national emergency created by an attack upon the United States. None of those conditions exist today. Iran has not attacked the United States, Congress has not declared war, and Congress has not granted specific statutory authorization. Beyond the constitutional question, here lies an even more important one. Why are we going to war with Iran? We owe our military service members a clear mission. And American families in my district want to know how this is going to help them pay for groceries. How does this make them any safer in their schools or in their neighborhood?
Exactly.
How does this help them pay for housing? Have we learned nothing from the laundry list of wars and regime change experiments we sparked across the Middle East that have racked up a total of at least $8 trillion of debt in Iraq, Libya, Syria, Afghanistan? A sustained war with Iran will not stabilize the region. It's already ignited the region. It will radicalize new generations of terrorists, and it will send more swarms of refugees into Europe and the United States. Iran is not Venezuela. The Ayatollah was not a president. He was a religious leader from a region notorious for radical Islamists. And the United States and Israel turned him into a martyr. And in the process of doing so, we've already expended billions of dollars, and more solemnly, 6 American families must now lay to rest their sons and daughters. And for what? This administration can't even give us a straight answer as to why we launched this preemptive war. The president says we had to strike first because an Iranian strike was imminent. Meanwhile, the Department of Defense conceded there was no evidence of an imminent Iranian strike. Some told us this war was about nuclear weapons, but 6 months ago, we were assured our last strike on Iran decimated their nuclear program. So which is it? I think the most candid answer came from the Secretary of State, who told the press that Israel forced our hand and dragged us into this war again. And that truth is the very reason why it is Congress that must decide war. If American lives are to be risked and American blood is to be shed, that decision must be debated and voted on by the representatives of the American people. And that debate is meant to be arduous. And that vote is meant to be hard. I have a theory. I think my colleagues don't want to go on record because we have a terrible track record of meddling in the Middle East. They don't want their name associated with this when it doesn't turn out.
Very true. They want to put the blame on Trump.
You know what the sad part is?
What?
Most of this is over the pedestrian to keep fucking with us head.
It shouldn't be.
It is.
It shouldn't be.
Out well. But Congress cannot be bothered with its constitutional duty because for many in this chamber, it's easier to simply allow someone else's sons and daughters to be sent to combat without their vote. And to be clear, we aren't even here to declare war today. All we're voting on is a war powers resolution to reassert the Constitution, that Congress must decide questions of war. And if Congress wants war, then the Speaker should hold a vote to declare it. Some say Congress authorizes war when we pay for it, when we pass the budget bill. Here's the problem. We haven't taken on the hard work of defining the mission for our sons and daughters who are going to fight. That's not in the budget bill. It never is. And to the men and women who are engaged in combat, I sincerely thank you, and I pray for your safety. It is for you that I wrote this resolution. It is for you that all of us are here on this floor working so hard to force this vote so that you will have a clear mission that you deserve, so that you will know when you achieve it, you can come home. And with that, I urge support for this resolution, and I yield back.
I believe that is the reason he got primaries, okay?
Probably.
That's the reason I think he got a primary.
Gee, sounds awfully familiar too. Oh wait, it sounds like us. Never mind.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And what I've been saying, what have I been saying from Monk BGS? If the Republicans don't address health care and cost of living, they're going to lose in 2026.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think that's all but a done deal.
Pretty much.
I think it's all but.
Well, unfortunately, I don't think it's a done deal yet, but still.
You can never tell, but I think it's a done deal personally.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I hear what you're saying. On paper, yeah, it is a done deal. But I'll just wait. I couldn't wait.
I don't remember the J.D. Vance attempted assassination. I don't remember that particular one.
Me neither.
It must be very minor because that had been very large in the news in the news rotation. So it must not have been that big a deal.
Yeah. Oh, shout out to him. Asha's pregnant, so.
Oh, his wife, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta hold up, gotta hold up the image.
Yeah. They got multiple kids though, so it's not surprising. So.
Yep. There's another one stuff I wanted to play. We talked about the War Powers Act, and we were talking about because we played Massey, but that's the biggest thing. They haven't tried Rand Paul yet. I don't know if he's up for election this
I'm not
year.
sure they can get Rand Paul because
it would be kind of hard, but it'd be kind of hard. But I had played something. I should have saved it. I think. Go ahead.
Interesting note about Thomas Massey's loss.
Mm-hmm.
They're blaming boomers for it because he actually won everybody under 55.
Okay.
Even though that technically is older Gen X too.
Older Gen X too, but yeah. I mean, that's why you can look at it, but we have to see what the polls actually said. Okay.
That's what they said. The polls said that.
Yeah, I mean, what your thing is, you had to look at more than one.
True.
More than one because it's a goddamn shame you can't trust people that tell the truth on polls.
Yeah. Look at the Kamala Harris situation. Good Lord.
Oh yeah, that's why mainstream press is suffering so much. Like CBS Radio is gone.
I think that's why it's ironic. People on the left talk about how we need to get the donors out of politics, but they screwed up so bad. Even the donors are pissed. I was like, damn, how you do? Wait a minute, how you do that?
Yeah, I think Kamala Harris pissed off a lot of donors because they misrepresented a lot of things and they had people contribute money. But I do think this is AIPAC money. I'm hearing it's like $30 million with AIPAC money that got Massey bumped.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now I wasn't following the whole rhetoric about why he got primaried or what they said they primaried him.
No, didn't like him. Yada yada yada.
Yeah.
They're thinking about going after Republicans that stood for him too, like Lauren Boebert and other people.
Okay, if all because Massey's been there a while, so if all the people over 55 didn't like Massey, how did Massey get in the first place? If that's the case, if all the people over 55, if they could primary him out, he wouldn't have gotten in if all the people over 55 were anti-Massey. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. So boomers couldn't have done it by Gen X and boomers couldn't have done it by themselves. And basically, I do believe Thomas Massey's been there for quite a while.
Yeah, you got to remember the Republican primary. So
yeah, he got primaried out. So basically, it can't be just age.
Mm-hmm. Probably the number of people and the amount of people that wanted to vote in the Republican Party. Republican primary.
Yeah, I think they ran him as an anti-Trump Republican. So
yeah, they had ironically because Savvy was complaining about this. They actually ran an AI video with him going in a hotel with MR and AOC.
Oh, okay, that's what's going on. Yeah, that's what's going on. Yeah, so they spent a lot of money to get him out.
Yeah, $31 million. That's a lot of money. They said it's one of the most expensive House races in history.
Yeah, and in fact, it's a lot of money for Kentucky, especially for Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, corporate CEOs are finding out AI is not as smart as they thought it was. I'm trying to warn them.
Oh, you know, the thing is, they're trying to save money as fast as they're trying to make it pay off. So they're trying to push it faster than it should be. There's places you can actually do it right, the right way. Like China's doing it the right way.
I would never say AI is not useful, but
yeah, but the thing is,
replace people.
The thing is, the places where AI and automation is good or can make you more money will actually replace regular people. They don't want to do that. So, but the thing is, a lot of your people at the top are buying into AI. And the thing is, you know, just like anything else, anything new, you have to put it in slowly. But the thing is, they spent so much money, they have to make their money back. That's the problem.
Yeah. The irony is that they were laying off people by the thousands, and now they have to hire someone.
Yeah. Meta just laid off what 10,000 people, 8,000 people, something like that. If you remember, you saying that they will never let a socialist president run. Why is it so? It goes all the way back to Eugene Debs, okay? And they've ran socialists from 1850 on to now, and the Democratic Party has always killed it. So when Bernie Sanders is just the latest line in them not allowing a socialist to actually be president. So it may happen one day, but the thing is, I'll believe it when I see it. Just like a black man being president, I'll believe it when I see it.
Oh yeah. I still remember the day when they said it was over 270. My mother died.
Yeah, because she didn't believe it. She hoped, but she didn't believe it.
Yeah.
So it just like a woman's never been president. It can happen, but the thing is, it's a long shot. But a socialist, a woman to be president before a socialist actually will.
Yeah, and I know. But her blue comes like, y'all hate black women, but as far as Kamala Harris goes, black women could do better.
If Michelle Obama had run, okay, she might have been elected.
Yes.
Okay, but Michelle Obama wasn't going to run. Kamala Harris is not that good a candidate.
Yeah, I don't. After some of the stuff she said to do in 2024, I don't think she can run. But I could be wrong.
I mean, Megan Thee Stallion at a rally. Come on, baby.
Yeah.
You know,
Cardi B not memorizing anything and had to read off her phone. That's even worse.
And she know better than that. Yeah, I'm not getting any. Now they give me all kind of pushbacks in comment section. I'm not getting pushback today.
I don't feel like I got Mike's email. I don't feel like email on that motherfucker. But anyway,
say what? Who?
I got Mike's email, but I don't feel like emailing that motherfucker.
No, yeah, I got his email too. You know, but I haven't emailed Mike since I blocked MOT in the Gone. It's my email. I mean, if we email each other information back and forth, why are you starting fights in the email? That makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
See what we got. Okay, everybody's just listening for the most part.
I guess you can talk, since we are talking about Butthurt Blue. I guess we can talk about the autopsy report. And the autopsy report, even though it was incomplete and a long ass mess, even in its mess, it pretty much says we told you so.
Yeah. I mean, they knew. They knew.
Mm-hmm.
They already. I mean, we knew why it would happen. There's no number one. Biden was only supposed to be there 2 years when they elected him, right? To stand in the place of number one, so Bernie Sanders wouldn't win. Okay, number one. Okay.
Yep.
And number two, so that to have a spot for Trump. He's only supposed to be there 2 years, right? He stayed 4, and he wasn't supposed to run the second time. He ran. They let him run anyway.
And they didn't have a primary, so yeah.
They didn't have a primary. It's their own fault. Yeah. So, and we because we were saying that the whole time. He can't run. He can't. You know. I said he can be president because you're surrounded by staff and you don't have to be as sharp to be as sharp and on point and quick as to be president.
He barely ran to win the first time. Remember, he was they had him down in a cave somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, he sure did. He didn't show up that much. He didn't campaign that much anyway the first time. So I said he can't campaign. So, but they ran him anyway. So they got what they got.
What's going on, Craig?
Oh, hey.
He said Iran specifically tried to U.S.-owned corporate data centers and overseas like Amazon. Oh yeah, of course. Of course they did. It's because you start a war, they're gonna go after your assets. Of course they would.
Yeah, I'll probably be on Mass Effect after this stream.
It's called a war. Okay. Everything's fair in love and war, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's called a war. And now people want to cry foul. You can cry foul all you want. It's a war. Okay. Yeah. When you attack them during a peace summit, okay, of course, you really don't have anything to cry about. It's called a war.
War's not pretty, folks.
Yeah, it's not really pretty. And when you bombing the hell out of them and killing their leaders, well, that's all good, okay. But we had to follow the rules, okay. Good luck, okay.
When you bomb a school of girls, good luck.
Yeah, good luck, okay. Good luck with crying foul. What's up, Craig?
Hey, how's it going, guys? Happy Memorial Day.
Happy Memorial Day.
Did you all get the email I sent you?
Yeah. They're doing is tell us what we already know.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard
some of the stuff we already know. They're not tell about Hillary Clinton and the donors behind the scenes and the neocons, but that's okay.
Oh, yeah. I mean, what Lindy Lee said was right, and the reason why they released that report was because they're big donors. We're still not donating to them. They're like, no, you're going to tell us what happened, you know. And
things are bad when the big donors come out and said we got to do it. I was like, wait, huh?
Yeah. I mean, they got sold a bill of goods and by Hillary Clinton. So is what it is.
It is. Yeah, you're right. It is what it is.
It's what it is. I know why they had to run her. You know, and what the reason was. And Obama was 100% correct. She had opened this up and actually run a open convention, actually run a mini primary. And
it would have been a guerrilla. Would have been a guerrilla primary, but it still would have worked. But yeah, they would have had about 3 weeks. But
you would have had a better shot of beating Trump if they had done that.
The thing is, I don't think they would have beat Trump regardless. But what would probably happen? They would preserve seats. That's what it was about. So they preserved like seats in the Congress, and so you wouldn't have this overwhelming push for Republican seats in Congress. That's what he's trying to save, and they didn't do it. So, and Obama was right.
Yeah. I don't know why they won't listen to a guy that's won every election he's been in, starting even when he was
except for Robert Rush. Other than that,
I don't know why they won't listen to him. It's beyond me. Like, okay, that's the smartest guy in the room. He still is. It's it would bode you to listen to him at least what he wants. So
because a lot of people believed in the Ukraine war and they believed in a lot of things that Biden was doing under the table, and that's how come they wanted him to stay in.
Yeah.
And since he couldn't run, you needed to keep the team in place, and she was a team in place, and Hillary Clinton said they could pull it off. Okay, these are the things that you want out of the president, and somebody else is not guaranteed to give you with the same team. So, but we think if you put enough money and time into it and lie enough, we can get her over the finish line, and you couldn't.
Yeah, and Hillary Clinton also said she didn't need to talk to the Rust Belt states. Oops. Anyway.
Well, she said that a long time ago. It's called deplorables, which is why Trump won the first time. Okay.
Yeah. And I said this after they got elected. There was black folk going around mad at white folk voting for Trump. I was like, I don't blame them. Especially in the Midwest area. Yeah. They remember NAFTA.
Yeah.
Why don't y'all?
Yeah.
Yeah, they may have bitten off a little more than they can chew with that election. I feel bad for them in the sense that it's like they started their autopsy, but you could clearly see they stopped. And the guy pretty much, and they should have just came out with the excuse of we just didn't get enough votes. Because that's when I read that whole thing. I'm like, they don't take accountability for anything. They see it. They see it, but it's like, well, it's not our fault. Kind of. So
it's not our fault. Oh, God. Well. Yeah, okay. Well, of course they can't take the blame. Like must be female oriented. They can't take responsibility anymore.
Well, her campaign was Kamala Harris's campaign was. So,
but the thing is when you have the thing is one thing when you have the campaign managers, okay, the head campaign team saying that it was a long shot for her to win in the first place. Okay, what are you gonna say? You don't need an autopsy. Okay,
yeah, that's true too.
They told you exactly why they lost. So what?
Well, it's like you were saying earlier, the big don't, and that's what Lindy Lee was saying. These limousine liberals want to know what the hell happened because they were told, because according to her, that they were going to win 5 of the battle. Is it 7 battlegrounds? I think we're 7. They were going to win 5. Yeah, they were going to win 5 of the 7, according to what she was told by the campaign.
Yeah.
So, that's what she told when she was on, I think it was Sean Ryan show. I think.
Yeah. They promised it, but the thing is, there's a lot of underlying stuff why you actually keep even keep Biden in office. They knew that Biden couldn't run. Okay.
Yeah.
The thing is, why would you actually even want to get behind keeping him in office? That makes sense.
And they knew Harris wasn't going to win. There's in the book, in Jake Tapper's book that he co-wrote, he said it was a classic Hollywood moment.
Yeah.
Where the guy from Biden's campaign threw everything off his desk, like the classic Hollywood scene. And he said that bitch can't win.
Yeah.
She's not going to win. So she can't win. They will not listen to these men. Will not listen to her. So
the thing is that once they found the emperor had no clothes, okay, and if you're gonna have a woman, the only woman that possibly could have pulled this off is Michelle Obama.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
maybe Gretchen Whitmore if it was a guerrilla primary, but that's a long shot.
It's a long.
That's a longer shot than Michelle Obama.
Yeah.
Agreed.
She's the only one that could have pulled this off in this short amount of time. It's because one is because they know her husband, and 2, she's likable. Okay, Trump is not likable. Okay, not really. Okay? But the thing is, these things that people held their noses. It's better Trump than this guy.
Yeah.
This woman.
That's what I found out, is that it wasn't. I think Stephen A. Smith had a good point when he said people didn't vote for Trump; they voted against what the Democrats wanted to do. He said that's just the best way to describe it. But he said that on The View, and then they got mad at him, of course. Except the conservative, the Republican women up there, they're like, yeah, that actually makes sense. They were protest voting.
Yeah.
So that's all it was for a lot of people. Not everybody, but for a lot of people,
Stephen A. Smith actually had a good take on the NAACP situation.
Yeah.
Them asking black athletes to not go to schools in the South. I'm like,
well, I got 2 words for you: Don Staley.
Yeah.
Don Staley's the head coach, female head coach of a very successful program in South Carolina. She works for the South Carolina University. Why are they not putting pressure on Don Staley to quit her job? Because that's a targeted state.
Yeah.
But see, they're wanting 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old young black men and women to forego what is now. I'm in Kentucky. I got to say, one of the Kentucky basketball players, he didn't go to the NBA. I think he's going overseas. He got $2.1 million in NIL. So if Hakeem Jeffries in the NAACP, if they can replace that money, I say, yeah, go ahead and boycott. But if you can't replace the money, then you need to shut the F up. I mean, but they need to start with Dawn Staley because she is the premier black head coach. There are no other black coaches in the SEC, not even with football. You have some assistant coaches, but there are no black head coaches. So they need to go ahead and start with her and just call her up and say, you need to quit your job. But they're not going to do that. So that's why it's not going to go nowhere. So
and since he's here, I can't help it. Finito, it's over.
We know they're talking to young black men. They're not talking to women.
Of course not.
Yeah. So it's not going to happen. It's not. It's just too much money on it because people. The first complaint they had 20 years ago is that the kids need to get paid.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the young men and women are getting paid. So now what's the problem?
Yeah.
So it's and again, I'm all for it if they want to start with Dawn Staley because she is in the position of power, of most power in a state that they're targeting. Oh, and what about the black coaches at like South Carolina State or that they have, they all these HBCUs, they do have basketball and football programs. So they all supposed to be this to leave school. I mean, it's silly. It's not going to work. So this more talk out of emotion.
Yeah.
Because it's a feminine led party. That's just the best way.
That's what it sounds like. I'm just going to start hollering at black men to step up and help us out. That's all it is. Okay.
Look at their low information times.
There you go.
Yeah. Let me play this for Salty real quick. Okay.
Okay.
I knew you'd come back.
I trust you didn't lose sleep over it.
Worrying about you be like wondering if the sun gonna come up. Ain't about to wild out over it.
He was. Oh my goodness! You out here? You doing the Lord's work, man? You took your pills before you started this stream.
Well,
strong aspirin.
I got a lot of butthurt blues in my comments, man, but they don't pop up, man, when it's time to talk. Okay.
Still, I mean, why am I? Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm using logic. Like after all this time, after all the stuff that's been going on for what 2.5 years.
Yeah.
I think it's time to, and this is what I said before he even got reelected. I call stating if they're smart, they would sit back and regroup, and be quiet. Yeah. And they're not doing that.
The thing is, Trump is doing it for him now. So
exactly, yeah, they're gonna lose their seats the end part of this year.
Yeah,
so,
I think Max is just the first to go, but the thing is, they're gonna lose their seats. So
yeah, with this whole thing going on with Iran, it's just not happening, man. And oil prices are going up, and again, most people don't even understand how that works. I mean, the prices that you're seeing right now are spot prices for 3 months from now.
Yeah.
So technically, a barrel of oil, like technically from 3 months ago, is like what 140, 50, something like that.
That's what they said. The spot price, secret spot price of oil to buy a barrel of oil right now is $140.
Yeah. So yeah, it's over. This summer is over. The price is gonna go higher. Obviously, cost of living is not gonna go down. Well, we got this new Fed guy in. I think he's. We'll see. I mean, if he's the old school guy that we are used to.
Who's burping? That's Tunnel Runner. He must be, his wife must have fed him. Go ahead.
But if we get the Fed that we expect to get, we won't get. I don't think there's gonna be extreme money printing. But regardless, I mean, if they print, especially if they print a lot, I mean, inflation is gonna just be ridiculous. So
the thing is, it's at some point, man, I think we already hit the wall, is because Japan just raised interest rates to 4.5%. Last I heard. Okay, so the carry trade is dead. Okay, so the carry trade's been going on for like 40 years. Is dead, and I was playing Shan Fu. China's getting ready to divest as much of the dollar holdings as they can. So.
Well, they've needed obviously they've needed liquidity over there also. So I mean, this most is going on in China, but I mean, you understand. But typical person, they don't know.
Yeah, and plus with the barrel of oil being so high, they've had to like the Arab states have had to, as keep going, had to sell off a lot of their bonds and their holdings to keep their system going. So all the investments they've had in bonds and stuff like that, like even precious metals have evened out, is because of the oil crisis, right? It's because now holding oil and gold and silver had to sell it off to buy energy. So
there you go. So everybody is regrouping. I don't think things, especially with this thing going on with Iran, I don't think what we've been seeing with oil is gonna go back. At least not during this administration.
No, I don't
think
so.
It may not ever go back. Personally, at least not in our lifetime. But it's not going back.
I
hope people understand that.
It's hard to say, when we talk about oil and how much they pump, but inflation, like normally prices don't go down. They houses maybe, but normally prices like staples and stuff like that doesn't normally go down. So
yeah.
And last I think the last consumer index I saw, I think the inflation was up like 3.4% for one.
Yes.
I have never heard of that before. Okay, no,
Yes.
that's a whole year.
Yeah.
A month.
Well, when you have some 20% of the world's oil going through, and over, we're looking at some 6,000 products, or as they would use units, is associated with oil. Like people don't this is why I used to say people don't understand the systems that they're under. They really don't.
They don't. They really don't. They don't know what they don't know what the dollar is based on. They don't know why. Like we somebody's arguing about why Trump was going to tariffs. As Trump was using tariffs to scare people back onto the dollar. Okay, that's what he's trying to do. More favorable trades. He wasn't trying to keep the tariffs permanently. That doesn't work. Yeah.
Oh, he's not. On the surface, a lot of people think he's stupid. I'm like, if you really believe that guy is stupid, I don't know what to tell you. That's how he works.
And this is Besson's plan, okay? And this wasn't his plan; it was Besson's plan. Besson's nowhere near stupid, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and as soon as they got enough pushback, they backed off.
Yeah.
You notice all of a sudden Nvidia got a good deal as soon as Trump left China. So we don't know what deals they cut, but they cut some deals. Okay, Trump had to kiss the ring, cut some deals. We don't know what they are though.
Not yet. But this is where we are. Again, like I said, and I'm no, me, I'm very practical. I've been warning the guys in this space since 2022. I've been saying it. Now, top 10% income earner, and then I switched off to top 5 in 2023.
Yeah.
And now you're hearing a lot of people now is on the news. If you're not a top 5% income earner, I'm like, dude, I've been saying this shit for years.
Yeah. At some point it has to crack. Okay. And if Trump was smart, Trump would have. There's two things Trump said he was going to do. During presidency, instead of doing this crazy shit like tariffs, this crazy shit like wars, okay, lower the price of healthcare, and then lower the price of housing. Do those two things, you're going to lower the price of inflation and lower the cost of living, where people can actually get by and get along, and then you won't have this wage pressure, okay?
Yeah.
Now you may have 3 airlines going out of business, man. Spirit's gone, and you might have JetBlue and a couple of others going out of business just because of this. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Craig. You want to jump in?
I was gonna say, no, I agree with you with JetBlue. I've been told that they're in trouble.
Yeah.
Not as bad, it's coming, but they think they may be able to hold off till fall. But we'll see. But like you have stock. I'm not telling you what to do with your money, but you have stock. You may want to press a button and go somewhere else. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I ain't telling you what to do with your money, but you may want to press a button tomorrow and after hours and just keep an eye. I'll just highlight it to keep an eye on it. That's all I'm saying.
Spirit. There was one guy came up with an idea. Actually raised $300 million in pledges. Okay, they should have gone to the public and said, "Do you want us to survive?" and put up some money. Okay.
Yeah, I never understood why not just go public.
We ask for donations, okay? And people love Spirit enough, they might have done it.
Well,
they could have set up a GoFundMe or something.
He did. He basically set up a GoFundMe. And he got $300 million. He was actually shocked, okay? And they should have rolled with that instead of let the company go completely defunct. Because Spirit kept the prices of all the airline tickets down. It would have been worth it to him.
Yeah. I mean, they may not have done it just for public face, because that would have seen obviously going public, you lose control. So that's one thing. But in terms of GoFundMe, it would be it may be such a bad defeat of we've so mismanaged this stuff that we need private money. I mean, I'm just
you borked.
Oh no. They got him,
and they would say, "Oh, let's just let this thing die." I mean, if no one's gonna buy it, then it's over. So that's probably how the conversation went. Something along those lines.
Yeah. It's something you're gonna hit the wall anyway. So
exactly, and no one knows how long this thing is gonna go. not predicted, but I just assumed it'll be at least a year because the last time we were in this with Reagan, it was a year. So I said, I think I'm gonna give it a year. I know we're in different times, but it's probably gonna be a year again.
Reagan had a lot more stuff to bullets to work with than
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, and the only reason Reagan got out of it, there's two things. We got to remember when Reagan was office, man, interest rates were at 23%. Okay.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Brutal.
Brutal. And the thing is, and Congress let him use the Social Security fund to actually bail out the dollar. That's what brought the interest rates down. And the interest rates down and brought unemployment down too.
Yep.
It's the only thing that but that we don't have that no more. That's
we don't have oh no.
That's gone, okay.
Yeah, there's no magic button to push. So
No,
you've gotta
there's no pot of gold. There's a leprechaun sitting on a pot of gold under a tree no more. Okay.
Yeah, he told him to go kick rocks.
Yeah, he did. In fact, he held up the bucket and said, "You know what? The pot has rocks in it. Okay."
Yeah, the pot has rocks.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I know they're using the AI as and I don't want to say that they're using it, but AI in a sense is a distraction of what's really going on, on the ground floor. That's why the stock market is unreasonable.
The thing is, they're hoping that AI will bail out this economy. Okay, by using it, but the only way you can bail out the economy is actually putting people out of jobs. That's the only way to do it.
And you still need production, and they're not seeing it. Is there improvement? There is some, but at the level that they're saying, not even close.
You could do it, but the thing is, at what cost? Okay. China's done it right because China did it early. And China is still socialist, and they said, okay, you can implement it, you can have dark factories, but you cannot replace workers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is a capitalist country. It's not going to work that way.
Exactly.
We've already seen it. We've seen it at the top and at the bottom. Okay. Thank God for Trump. He's not as crazy as we think he is, because Amazon wanted to lay off 600,000 workers last year. Okay.
Yeah.
Remember that, Fauci?
Yes.
And Trump stepped in and told him, hell no, we're not going to do it on my watch. Okay.
Yep. Yep. So, I mean, what you're seeing is, slow attrition, of layoffs. In terms of their whole,
Troy West, instead of typing, man, instead of typing, Troy West, why don't you come up on the panel, okay? Instead of doing all that typing.
Yeah, and Fauci, I told people months ago that five coding's a joke, and now
you understand, man. I call it a great reset in a sense where, like, especially in tech, like you have to be skilled and you have to actually be good.
Yeah, be good. Yeah.
So the truth is coming back.
Came out and said exactly what I said. If you don't understand the context of what you're programming, AI is not going to help you.
It's not going to help you. The thing is, the thing is with AI, and I've told people this about AI, it's not there yet.
Correct.
Got to remember, yet. The thing is, just like the internet, just like cell phones, stuff like that, they only get better. They don't get worse.
Yes.
And there's a lot of things that Congress and the government has done to actually hold it back. It's because what do you do with the people? Basically the same thing that Caesar did when the machines came in from Egypt, right? He said we could implement them, but the thing is, what am I actually going to do with my people? So he blocked it. So
yeah, and I talked to my uncle. You probably don't remember. It was back in January. I told you my uncle worked at a certain place.
Yes,
he's in a certain position.
Yes,
in tech.
Yeah,
I was talking to him the other day. I'm actually going to be talking to him tomorrow, and I was telling him what I'm doing. He was like, okay, this is what you need to do," because he's like, "Let me tell you exactly what I do." He said, "I do X, Y, and Z, but at the same time, I go in there and I figure out how many people we got to get rid of."
Yeah,
flat out.
Yep. This happened to I think it was Zavi. Zavi was working at a place, and they sent in. When they send in the accountants and the bankers, they're trying to get rid of people.
Oh yeah, well he was at a startup, right?
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah. So when the bankers come in, they said, okay, they've got all the tech they need. Now it's time to start making money. So that means you have to start cutting people.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And again, you know, my uncle, he's responsible for some 400 people. So, so like he, I mean, 5 minutes talking with him, like he broke it down so simply. You know, I was just quiet. He's like, hello?
Now,
I'm like, I'm taking notes.
To be fair to AI,
Mm-hmm.
if you're a script kiddie and all you do is copy and paste code, your job is going to get replaced.
Listen, let me just tell you what my uncle said. I'm quoting him. He said, you know what? I have no respect for these kids or anyone who's coming in, especially cybersecurity.
Yeah.
And he broke it down. Who didn't do, like, he just broke it down. I have no respect. And this is like, he's at a Fortune 500 company. He is the guy. He's the dude. Let me just let you guys know. And that's the level that they're not playing right now. At all. If you are not good, if you don't tick the boxes,
it
ain't happening.
Yeah.
Period.
The thing is, you got to be the fastest camper in this environment. Okay. Which in some cases not hard because most of these kids don't read very well. Okay. If you got a kid, if they can read, write, and do math, okay, they're probably going to be at least 10-20% ahead of most kids. Okay.
Yeah.
Because the way the product they're turning out right now, Gen Z's in trouble, man, and Gen A's probably just as bad. Okay.
Yeah, in college they have to they had to redo their math courses because none of the kids could get matching.
Man, they were actually showing adults on the street, man, in their 20s. Okay, remember a simple paragraph, and they couldn't read it.
It's
what?
I'm serious. Yeah, it's on TikTok, man. I might find it and pull it up. But they it was like 10 people could not read that, you know. And we're talking about adults. Yeah.
Wow.
It's so you. But the thing is, in this environment, you're gonna have to be the fastest camper. Okay.
Yeah.
I think youth unemployment in China. In China, it's like 21%. Okay. So, and the only reason it isn't is because they don't want all these people on the freaking streets.
Exactly.
Okay, because trust and believe, capitalism does not care.
Yeah.
Okay? And they're not making money, and they're racking up debt, and at some point, you know, they're gonna have to do something. Okay, and you know, like I said, the last thing we needed Trump to do is actually fight this war, man. You probably cost the economy, you know, probably this year like $500 billion just in loss. Okay.
Oh man, I mean, we were pissed off with the Biden administration with what they were doing with the deficit.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to go up, but obviously with this war, I couldn't see the future. It's a whole other level.
I mean, you know, Biden. Well, I thought Biden was an idiot. Okay, and doing dumb shit. And said at Trump, all you had to do was do regular stuff. You didn't have to do anything magic. Just not. Yeah. You know, you know, like what is it? I got it. Let me find it. Okay. Basically, this is it's probably the Republicans to to Trump.
How do you fuck that up? How do you fuck that up?
I mean, he handed it to you in a basket with all kind of bowls on it, man. And you, anyway.
We'll see.
Hey, BGS, sorry about that.
Go
Had
ahead.
put some bad alcohol on top of that food.
Oh, what are you drinking? What the fuck are you drinking?
I got some Colombian aguardiente. It's some Colombian liqueur.
Oh shit! Okay, I said that you had to be, man. I hope the food was good, man. Because I know that bourbon. She just fed his ass. Okay.
She in the kitchen. She's trying to get me. She's trying to take care of something. She's trying to do something to hook me up. Some water and salt. Something.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, jump in, man. What do you want to say?
Man. Yeah, that thing with the athletes. That is. They're not offering the brothers anything. They want them to do something, but what's the offer? They're not offering them anything to replace the money. To replace, you know, they really don't even have a plan for them to go to other schools or something like that. They're not offering them enough. They just want them to work. They just want to abuse them, really.
The thing is now, if the athletes themselves wanted to protest, and this is what they wanted to do, and they came together as athletes and said that, I would accept it because okay, it's your
Right.
it's your future, it's your life. If you believe in it that much, actually sacrifice yourself. I'm behind you. But the thing is that for somebody else to ask you to do it, oh hell no.
Yeah, and they're not even asking the like they're telling the athletes to go. What about the black women that are going to those schools? They're not saying them don't go. They're just saying black athletes.
I mean, the
They're
thing
basically male athletes.
at
So
the,
it's yeah.
the thing is they want to put pressure on the state legislature to actually rewrite these gerrymandered districts, which is probably not going to happen. Okay, I don't care what you do with schools. Okay, they don't care. Okay, it's their job to recruit the voters and recruit the legislature to go in and change these maps at the state level. Okay, which is harder.
You know, Democrats are lazy.
Yeah, well, the thing is, you want to try to do it on easy mode. No, get in there and fight. If you get in there and fight and recruit the voters, you have to go in and put pressure on your legislature as to change this, which probably should be done. It shouldn't be on the athletes. It should be on the voters down there. The voters want a black district. They should be in the state legislature actually pushing for it.
Yes.
Yeah, I live in the South, and again, it's not going to work. I mean, I'm not saying it to be funny. I'm not even laughing at it. It's just not going to work. Those young men and women have a chance to get. I mean, they're getting there. Or I was told that there are young boys and girls getting NIL deals when they're in high school.
Yes.
So it's stupid, and they wouldn't either if they had somebody. If they went to their local gas station and bought a lottery ticket and got $1.6 million. They're going to go cash it. So any of them would. So it's not going to work. I understand what they're trying to do. It's just not going to work. It's a bad idea. I guess it's better than no idea.
I mean, but the thing, it gets people, it gets traction. Okay, it gets traction.
They do that
and stuff like that. But I hate the rhetoric. We're going. It's sharecropping 2.0, Jim Crow 2.0 bullshit. Stop that. Okay.
Yeah.
Stop
and again, I don't know what what about, again, I've said this earlier, what about all the HBCUs that are in the South that have basketball and football and they have sports teams and stuff like that. So they have revenue.
They're bringing back Jim Crow.
You're bringing back Jim Crow. I mean, but the thing is, Wasserman just lost her district. So
that was funny. Oh man, that was so
she
funny.
Black? Is she black? Is this charged race?
They're so mad at her. I mean, they were just furious with her last week. So I don't know how that's going to happen.
I might cover it either today or tomorrow. But,
this is a Republican Democrat fight. That's what it is. Okay, has nothing to do with your voting rights. Okay, they're not taking away your right to vote.
Leave the black boys alone.
And Craig, I'm pointing this out. So y'all complaining about black folk being in Republican district? That makes it harder on a Republican to get elected.
I mean, the thing is, and this is what we've been saying, okay? Instead of picking a side or voting a color, okay, vote your interest, vote, make the
policy,
make the public give you a policy that you can get behind, okay?
Yeah, for sure.
No matter what district you're in, no matter whether it's red, whether it's blue, blah blah blah. There's something that white people can agree with. In the manosphere, white men and black men agree on a whole bunch of shit. Okay, agree on and fight for.
Yeah. Well, I've always
said
thought
before,
it should be about policy. That's always, to me. It should always be about this. What is important to you? Then go out and find somebody who is going to either do that or get close to that or something like that. It's to me, it's not hard. It's not hard. There are people that make it hard. So it is what it is.
BGS has said it before. You have to be politically agnostic and take your feelings out of it, because just because somebody doesn't look the part of whatever, that's as long as they're saying what is right and good for you, doesn't matter what their look is, doesn't matter where they come from. As long as the rubber meets the road in terms of policy, you go with it.
Yeah, like Maxine Waters, right? Okay, her constituents are like 70% Latino. Okay, it's not a black district.
Yeah, that's why she goes out of her way for the Latinos. knows. That's why she's doing it.
Of course she would. Yeah.
That's her job. Yeah, that's her job. You know,
Mhm.
like I said, but so is Washington going to talk about the 14th Amendment?
Yeah, I mean, to me, what they said she should go run at some. I forgot which beach or something like that because it's mostly Jewish. It's just she didn't say Jewish; she said Jew. I laughed, like I openly laughed out loud.
You can say that.
know.
She's a Jew.
Yeah,
You can say
Yeah,
that.
but I talked to Z about this. He said that they don't want her to run in their districts.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're mad. I mean, they were. What did the kids say? Big mad.
Oh yeah, a lot of them.
They're furious. I've never seen a group of people that mad.
She can legally run in a district. She can legally run in a district.
Yeah, just don't. If you don't want to run,
if you don't want to vote for it, don't vote for it.
Don't vote for it.
It's funny that people don't understand when you're out of the game, or when people want you out of the game, they want you out of the game, and they're going to get you the fuck up out of that game.
Yeah,
like people don't realize that. Like, I don't care how much you think you want to be there, or you think you're supposed to be there. When they want you out, they'll, as you can see, they will do any and everything to get you out of that game.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they primaried Robert Massey, for being for the war powers. Okay,
mm-hmm.
You know, they spent $30 million to get him out of there. Okay,
you try to speak for the American people? Hell no, we don't do that.
The thing is, the thing is, this is so-called Israel's time to shine, right? And take over the host. If they can get Iran out of the way, they can take over the host of hell. Okay, from Morocco all the way across to Pakistan. Okay, and so they really wanted this. They would have wanted all this money behind it, and they couldn't do it by themselves. And Thomas Massey wanted to stop the war. Him and Rand Paul, and so they primaried his ass. Okay.
Yeah, got him up out of there.
They got him up out of there.
He said, "You can't play no more." But I thought I want to be here for the people. No, you ain't part of this game no more. When they vote you out the game, you're out the game.
And he actually said that I'm here for the people. Okay, and a lot of stuff doesn't make sense. So, but they got him up out of there.
In the words of Black Panther, we don't do that here. For the people, nah, hell no.
Yeah.
No.
We don't do that here.
We don't do that here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now they
Fucked up, but it is what it is.
How come Jasmine Crockett didn't run for another in another district?
Well, she had no support. That's what people don't understand. I guess is that I mean I know you know this BGS, but it's like she had no support. Even Barack Obama didn't even endorse her. Endorsed the other guy, and so
touch that.
So it's
she don't belong.
practicality that they think. Well, and that is why Trump did not endorse John Cornyn. He endorsed the other guy, Jackson or something like that, because he's like, whether people understand it or not, Tallarico is polling about 3 points ahead of So Trump's like, well, you can't be there. Can't have this, So I got to get something in there. So Utah, that's a very expensive Senate.
With what's going on right now, they could flip seats. And Jasmine Crockett wasn't going to do it. That is Texas.
No.
Oh no.
No. What if we hood rat can't not going to win statewide in Texas?
Yeah, I mean they should. I mean, the thing is, blue no matter who. I don't know why they thought she's such a great candidate, man. When the Democrats didn't think,
gosh,
her own party doesn't think so. But
that video was so pathetic. Oh, good Lord. Okay,
I know.
Hope is a hell of a drug, man.
Yeah,
hopium.
I don't even call it hope. It's delusional.
I remember when they told me that Kamala Harris is a better candidate than RFK. I said,
in what universe?
in their alternative universe, she is.
Yes.
Okay? In the Marvel not 616 universe, she's a better candidate.
She's a better candidate. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But again, we're talking about hopium. We're talking about coke. We're talking about just political pie in the sky. What you wish is the case. My thing is, like you said, if you're powerful enough to get people up out of this game, which we've seen very recently, these people are quite powerful to get anybody they want out of the game, basically. Yet for somehow you flounder on this one person. Makes zero sense. Unless, again, like you said, this is who you want in. And then when it doesn't work, who you gonna be blaming? You can blame them. They try to blame the American people, as in it's like, oh, it's your fault for based on this ism that you have. Exactly.
Yeah, the only time money didn't work was with the 2024 election, because them folks put a whole lot of money behind Kamala Harris, and that's what they're pissed about. We put, they outspent Trump 4-1.
It's funny. It's funny how we bunch of dumb. It's funny how we bunch of dumb niggas over here. Yet we call that shit like weeks ahead.
With months.
Months. But yes, I was trying to give him a little bit of credit. I was trying to give him not that fucking stupid.
Because me and Craig were going back and forth about the polls. Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, look, and it wasn't hard. I mean, it wasn't like we were right.
No.
But I'm like, yeah, you know what? They have internal polls. If they say something different, I can't see those. But and obviously, after the election, we found out that you were talking about David Plouffe. Was like, yeah, we were never ahead. Oh, okay, well, that's why Lindsey Lee that's why those big donors asked Lindsey Lee to ask out what the F happened to the money. They're like, oh, you gotta go. You're not gonna tell you what we did to the money.
Exactly.
Lindsey Lee was pissed. She said, "What the fuck did y'all do?" They was like,
well, they lied to her. They lied to her. They lied to her. So she kept asking for money from their big donors, the limousine liberals, because they were told that she was told they were going to win 5 states, but David Plouffe literally said, "Well, we were never ahead." So, and it may have been a point where they pushed close, but they were never ahead. That's why Kamala Harris did not, and it's in their autopsy how she went into the suburbs and she just started saying, it was like Oprah Winfrey said, you get a car. It was like, you get an abortion, you get an abortion, you get an abortion. And that's what she was doing.
But Craig, can you imagine seeing Cardi B up there? You gave I don't know how much money, and then she loses decisively and then disappears. I mean, like, come on.
It reminded me of the Super Bowl in 2024 that the Eagles won. They won from jump. It wasn't even close. And it was like, oh, look at her. She won this. It's like, yeah, congratulations. Yeah, so you score a couple of points at the end of the game. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't even close. From the start of the game, built ass. And and everybody was trying. You saw people trying to tap dance and shuck and jive and shoulder fake, and then be like, but guess what? But maybe this district is, and look at this county. I'm like, guys.
Oh, look at that. She had a black man paying a black man. The black man's been rejected.
Hey, the whole state read, but she won this county. Look at this county. This one county in this state. Look, she got it. Well, congratulations.
But if you look at the states, even if you look at the blue states, that map is red as fuck.
It was red as fuck.
It was, yeah.
Even California.
And New York almost flipped.
Yeah, I was covering the election.
I
almost called Louis. I was like, man, what the hell is taking so long for New Jersey to flip blue? I know it's a blue state.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was like, that should have been flipped blue right away. What's taking so long?
Yep.
Yeah, and like you said, New York, that came in later. I mean, they won, but it was closer than it should have been. That's why it came. It usually comes in about 8:45 to 9:15. After 11, it was 11. I think 11.
Yeah,
10:40. It was late.
It was late.
But they knew she had lost. If you go back, if you want to just tickle your fancy and watch MSNBC's coverage, when Joy Reid says something to the effect of, because she praises black men. She said it is white women that didn't come through, black men did. And she never wants to hear white women complain about the patriarchy again because they had a chance to deal with it differently. But so she knew that at that moment for her, she knew. And Nicole Wallace, who she was there the night Obama, won. She was with John McCain. Rest in peace to John McCain. She knew it. Just the look on her face the whole time. The beginning, she knew Kamala Harris had lost. So
yeah.
Hey, BGS, straight up, I didn't even bother to go to church the next Sunday because I knew, I knew, and I would have just got pissed off because I'm too old. I can't lie no more. You sold us a dementia patient with stage 4 cancer and a drunk AKA who stepped away to the top.
Why
should I take you seriously?
You shouldn't. And the thing is, if they had allowed her to run a normal campaign, she would have had a better chance. Okay?
Yeah, that's an autopsy. It literally says that in the autopsy that they should have probably. And in her book, it just says ain't nothing my fault. That should just be the name of Kamala Harris. Not my fault. Because that's all that's in her book is that I wanted to do this and I couldn't, and I wanted to say that I wouldn't. You know?
They gave her plenty of rope, man, because they wouldn't let her do very much, and because they needed the Biden's policies for the Ukraine and Gaza to continue. Okay.
Yeah.
And they needed that team in.
Yeah. I still don't. Yeah. It's just weird reading that. I was just kind of like, what are they? Now I understand why people are saying it's the most ridiculous thing they've ever seen. It just should just say it should just literally say we didn't get enough votes and end of it.
Yeah,
because they're not taking responsibility for anything.
Well, they can't do that, man. They can't tell the truth. Okay, they have to give you the sanitized version, the Reader's Digest version of it.
And also call us sexist because, again, black men have known about Kamala Harris for a long time, especially you guys out there in Cali. Y'all have known about her for a long time. So he's like, what, her?
Yeah. And
the woman who locked niggas up for like years and was really brown side chick?
The thing is, she didn't even get 2% the last time she ran on her own.
Yeah.
Exactly.
How is she going to be a good candidate?
That's what I'm saying. We know this, especially y'all Cali boys. Y'all know that for like, okay, what the hell? What are y'all doing? And but we sexist now.
Biden didn't want her as a vice president. Okay, Clinton and Soros had to convince him to take her. Okay.
Yeah.
And then he did try to train her, try to give her exercise to actually go out there and actually learn the job. Okay, and she didn't. You know,
she can't cut the mustard.
She couldn't cut the mustard. So, you know,
BGS, we sexist though. We are sexist. We hate black women.
Yeah, and she tells she got anxiety problems because you got to take a drink before you actually goes on stage.
She went on stage and froze like that. What's that thing on Blade Runner? She froze up when that prompter went out. She froze up.
Yeah, that's like she has to take a drink before she goes up there.
And that's coming from an attorney.
To be fair, there's nothing about what it says about men in that report. I know I sent it to AB and BGS is that she just didn't talk to them. That they have an apparatus problem with the Democratic Party that they're not talking to men.
To this day, to this day, they still have not addressed it.
Yeah. Basically, and this is something that what's her name said. She said the exact same thing that men, especially men of color, don't see themselves in the Democratic Party, and they don't.
Yeah, Nina Turner.
But remember, they spent all that money, those millions of dollars, just to come to the conclusion that men are sexist. That's the reason why they don't vote Democrat. It's like, really, you spent all that fucking money just to say men are sexist?
Oh, you can say it.
No, I mean, which money are you talking about?
Yeah,
we're talking about when they said they spent that money to see why men, especially kind of men of color, aren't voting for the Democratic Party. Right? They spent that money.
I don't know why
last year, a couple years ago.
All that come to the manager. They can find out that in like 10 seconds.
Yeah, but they spent money on like quote unquote investigating the manager.
Yeah, I know.
Like some crazy amount of money. All to just say basically, well, men are sexist. It is what it is. I'm like. You did all of that.
I mean, if they want to spend the money, hire Dr. T, Dr. Neal, and Dr. Curry.
No, BGS, you're making too much sense now. Oh, what are you doing?
You can save a whole lot of money. They can tell you why the manosphere is the way it is. Okay,
BGS, what are you doing? You making too much sense. You making too much. Supposedly you can make 3 black men rich, and we can't have no more rich niggas out here. No, sir.
Shout out to Dr.
Neal. Have that.
Dr. Neal, he was roasting the fuck out of the NAACP yesterday on Facebook.
I mean, that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Okay,
absolutely.
Now, this case has been around for 2 years. Okay.
Yes.
And they knew it was coming up, and at the last second, you want to after it drops, you want to make young black men responsible for it. Oh hell no.
BGS, I know some kids who are in college, right? Kid who goes to Mizzou. He says she plays soccer. She's like, yeah, like why are they trying to get some of these kids? Like I get some of these kids aren't smart, right? But like, why are you trying? But this is an opportunity of a lifetime. Some of these kids getting $500,000 in NIL money to come to be at school to play football, to play baseball. Like, you mean to tell me if I'm coming from the Muck, which is a really, really poor region in Florida, Pahokee, a bunch of places. Like, I'm coming from there, and I get a chance to go to a Mizzou or a or LSU. You mean to tell me and I grew up in a one-room apartment with 5 kids and a mama. Like, I'm gonna just not take that. Nah, you right. I'm for the people, and I'm gonna not go.
Yeah.
How much sense does that make?
It doesn't. It does, especially when they haven't done their due diligence.
Yeah, millionaires wanting somebody who's below the poverty line to sacrifice. It makes no sense.
It was that critical about the Voting Rights Act in Louisiana versus Cal's. The CBC should have been on it from day one, and on every show, on every podcast, talking about it, and they weren't.
Roland Martin would have been on it weeks ago, months ago, years ago, if it was that bad.
Actually, if I'm not mistaken, he did cover it
once
or twice. Yeah.
Okay, but he said if it's that bad. He would have brought it up. We talking about him talking about what Kamala Harris was as a candidate. That motherfucker talking about that shit for hours at a time. Hours and hours and hours ad nauseum, ad infinitum.
He should have. Yeah, he didn't.
Yeah, and he bigged up Harris because Harris was was his final doorway into access.
Political relevancy.
For him to stay relevant. And that's what's happening to him now. If you listen to him now, he always throws in little shots of not being able to get the funding, couldn't get the money. They only offered us $10,000.
Oh yeah. He's throwing shots out because he didn't get the money that everybody else got. Yeah.
When he said, whenever you hear Roland say support black male media, he's talking about himself.
He's talking about himself.
He does not mean you guys. He doesn't mean BGS, AB, none of that.
Well, they're complaining today about the lack of how the quote white networks won't bring them on, and he got into an argument with this person and they won't bring him back on, and so it's a done deal. But the Democrats, I've said this before, and AB knows what I'm about to say, is the Democrats are done with black voters. They just they aren't overtly saying it.
Yeah.
When you look at the signs, they're not. They are done. I've said this.
Biden said it before he got in office. When we talked to the civil rights leaders, okay, you got to go talk to the Mexicans. There's going to be more than.
They're done with because they are going to work with. If you really think about it, every other group is patriarchal except the black community, and guess what? That's the ones we're getting frozen out.
The only tie we had to the Democratic Party is black women.
It's black women, and even they're starting to scratch their heads a little more now. They're not saying it publicly, but privately, they are starting to say,
like Joy Reid, they're starting to scratch their heads. They are,
They've seen the moonwalk. They've seen the Democratic Party slowly moonwalk away from black women.
Towards Latinos. The thing that did it was the Tellerico, Jasmine Crockett, and black women.
That's true. That's true.
And get this, they have set black women up for the fall. If Tellerico wins, they can tell black women to F off. We don't need you. If he loses,
this is true.
They're gonna blame him. They'll blame black women if he loses. So they're set up perfectly down there. So.
This is true.
I heard it explained kind of like what happened in Rwanda, right? The the Dutch came in and it was the Dutch that came in and like put either the Hutus or the Tutsis in power, and then they left, and then the other group came into power, and then a bunch of shit happened, which we know what happened, right? It's like they didn't understand that they were being used. I was like, I'm saying at a certain point, you get it, right? You do understand, like you're not a child. You understand you didn't have this power before. All of a sudden, randomly, you have this power, and what are you going to do with it?
They don't even use the things they want to get paid for. They want to get their butter biscuits for being used. Okay, they didn't get their butter biscuits this time. That's the problem.
Are you talking about
BGS? You do understand. Judas got his 20 pieces of silver, and that's the fuck it. You get your 20 pieces of silver, get the fuck out of my face.
But he got his 20 pieces of silver, okay? But they didn't. They And
No, they got welfare. And they got that bullshit right. They got it.
no, they did. They don't. Not really. They're taking it away, man. That stuff is going.
No, but here's the thing, BGS. They got it. Whether you can keep it or not is a whole different thing. It's a monkey's paw. Like, I'm going to give you 20 pieces of silver. I didn't say you could keep that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. They're taking the bag away. It's like, well, wait a minute. I thought it was mine. No, but look, I gave it to you, so it was never yours.
No, the thing is, you still got to earn it. You got to replenish that bag. Okay, you spent it. Okay,
You spent that. Yeah, spent that bread, and now it's like, hey, can I get some more? No, that was it.
And then Trump got in. Trump said we're gonna take the whole bag. Okay.
Yeah, that's what you're seeing. The yelling and screaming and crying is that they because black men didn't care about the welfare stuff because we don't really get it. It was like, so it's like, well, if you want to take it away from them, you can take it away, but it's not going to affect us.
Yeah,
and it hasn't, not that much, but overwhelmingly, the women are there. And there's a guy online, I'm not gonna say his name, but he's covering the Section 8 evictions, and it's just it is relentless. They are doing it. They are literally going in there. They're booting people out left and right. They don't care.
Yeah.
If you want to make some extra money as a black man, start an eviction crew. Get an eviction crew.
Yeah, because my daughter works as a social worker, right? And she's telling me, man, that it's brutal out there.
Yeah, and so it's that those videos are affecting reality, and it's always there aren't black men getting evicted because there are, but man, there's white people getting evicted as well. And it is just like it's brutal. It's brutal what's happening out there, and that now I can see why. I'm like, okay, I can see why they wanted to vote for Kamala Harris, because all those social programs that maintain the butter biscuits. She would have put $1 gazillion into those things.
No, she might have, but things they're already starting to take it away. Even
they have to,
because they have to. They don't have the money.
The numbers don't.
But BGS, you asked the question. This is months ago. Is the country, well, California specifically, but the country in general, ready for scores of unhoused women?
No, they're not. But being ready for it and it happening are two different things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it is what a TI is what we're saying.
They're already sleeping in the cars and extended stay motels and
doing videos about it.
And doing videos, staying in storage rooms, stuff like that. Yeah.
Washing their asses at the gym. I think there's another thing though that just to add to that is, but BGS is right. My whole point, I'll just add that I think that the women didn't believe it would happen to them, because I think they walked around with the whole, well, they'll never let women be out on the street. It's happening. It's happening in droves. So
but they also forget that they're not white women.
The white women are.
You're right.
But even white women, but remember, they in their mind, a white woman is unperturbable. She is sacrosanct. In their mind, a white woman is sacrosanct. So they're like, I'm close to a white woman, so I am okay.
What happens when it happens to white women?
Because it's happening to them too.
Oh yeah.
But I'm saying their brains can't fathom that.
Oh yes, it does. They know.
No, I'm saying their brains is like, what, for real? The white woman got evicted?
Oh no, they scared shitless. Oh, they know. They know.
When they see it happen. They see it happen to a white lady, like, oh shit. For me, I'm cooked, for sure.
Yeah, that's how come they putting up those big head calls, okay?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh, and BGS, I did find out what the reach back was. So officially,
welcome.
Commentary. He said it's somebody that you know, or you've known in the past, that is reaching back saying it. Now, hey, big head, that is just kind of somebody you really
random.
No, you kind of random too. You don't really know.
Hey, big head is a reach back, okay?
Oh, so it is real. Because he made it sound a little bit different, but no. So because the first time I heard "Hey Big Heads" when rest in peace Kevin Samuels, when he brought it up, I'm like, wait a minute.
Somebody from high school or college. Hey Big Head is somebody you knew from high school or college who you had like little dealings with. You kind of liked her. She really wasn't sweating you because she was sweating some other dude, but she knew you were there. When you were beta male orbiter, and then that's Hey Big Head. 15, 20 years down the line to say, hey, you remember that time we was at that party and like I curved you high? That's so funny, right? I got some coochie for you. They're like, really?
Yeah.
We 39, baby. What are you talking about? You can give me that coochie now at 39? Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. The reach back and hey, big head calls are coming in left and right. Okay.
Hey,
don't do
I
it.
knew it was bad when I got one. I'm like, oh, it's real bad. They are making this shit up. I got
Hey.
one. It was on Facebook. It wasn't a phone call. It was an instant message. So I don't know what you call that.
Oh, yeah. It's unfair. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a Facebook message.
They're all saying the same thing, right? Okay.
Yeah.
You know that meme of the guy who's like looking at the camera is like, I trade you lodging and security and the man versus some 40-year-old coochie. It's like, hey, here's what you receive. Like, bitch, what? This is what I get?
It's what I get here. Is that it? And what and now right now is what?
I'm in a bind, Nate.
Some other time.
That's a oldie right there.
Oh, shit. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. I'm tired, boss.
She got the steepled hands with the suit on, like, hey, man, you like this deal?
I'm gonna clip that one, boy.
That's a good one.
Crazy.
And it's gonna really get cold because that GTA 6 is coming out the end of the year.
We're gonna make that a meme, okay?
Hey, somebody got to stream it. Somebody in here gonna have to be like stream the game when it come out. I'll support.
I'll be streaming it, but everybody's gonna stream that game.
Come on, everybody, but like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? GTA 6.
Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, okay.
6, yeah.
You know, Craig will stream it.
I'll stream it.
Yeah.
It's like the biggest game in the history of gaming. So I'll
when is it coming out? When are they finally going to release it?
November 19th. But they paid I think the game cost them $1.7 billion.
Almost $2. Yeah.
And it's projected to make 7.4 to 8.2 billion. That's easy.
You know how many bugs must have been in this goddamn game for them to install it this long?
It's fucking massive, BGS. It's absolutely massive. It's an open world.
It is massive, but things there had to be a whole lot of bugs in that goddamn game, man. They don't hold games this long unless there's bugs.
Yeah.
They over AI'd it probably in a lot of ways. They over AI'd it and fucked it up.
Yeah, they fucked it up. Yeah, so they had to go in and dig that. Some code didn't work, so they had to go in and rework their code, man.
Had to hire a bunch of Pakistani boys and Indian boys to go back in and
that's why
manually do it.
Yeah, they probably had to go over rework the goddamn game from the ground
up. Oh yeah, for sure.
Because all that money they spent, that's a lot of money spent on the game.
They've invented, according to Strauss Sales, they've invented new technologies for their rage engine. So that costs a lot of money. But it's according to him, there's not a lot of AI in there. But it's going to have generative AI. So if I'm going down one street at one point in the day, and if somebody else is doing it at the same time of the day, they will get a different look. Something something different will happen on their screen than mine.
They probably damn near built their own AI.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They built they probably had an AI help make some of the stuff, and it fucked it up.
Oh yeah.
And if they fucked it up, then they had to go back manually, be like, oh, these 7 lines of code here are bad. Let's go through 100 more codes. That's fucked up. And then had to do that, for
whatever they
6 gigabytes worth of or like 100 gigabytes worth of game.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, for that kind of money, you can build your own AI from scratch.
Oh yeah,
that's probably what they did.
They got money.
They
got money.
And
doing all right.
And people were ready to pay for it too. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see. They'll make that back.
How long has it been since the last one, man? How many years?
13 years.
Almost 15 years. Yeah. It's a long time ago.
GTA 5 made more than enough money to pay for it, though.
People, there is still a large community that plays. It is still an active game. People still play it to this day.
They're still making money. 13 years.
Yes.
They made more money off of it. Yeah.
Those servers are still full. Like people have made their own mini games out of the game. They make like Capture the Flag. There's the fugitive style, like you in a car and you got your homies trying to catch you. You trying to get how many stars you can get. Like, it's crazy what they've done to that game. and it'll still probably won't go away. Like they'll still keep those servers up because they have to, because people still love that game.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, their quarterly call is what, this week? I think on the 26th. So we'll see what they say, man. Because people are waiting for that pre-order. I think the pre-order is really going to show, how crazy it's going to get.
It's 70, right? It's supposed to be 70.
It's speculated.
I've heard 99. I've heard 79 to 99 for the standard edition.
Oh yeah. I mean, this long. If you want it, you want it.
Yeah.
People gonna be paying 150 for it. For the deluxe, people paying 150 for it. It's cool, I guess.
And with all the add-ons, you're gonna pay that anyway.
Exactly.
That's true.
Exactly. Yeah. You might as well go ahead and get the one that has it all, and you just have to wait for them to update it.
Are you gonna need a new gaming machine to actually play it?
No.
PlayStation 5 or
Xbox. Okay.
Yeah.
It'll come to
some extra
PC
storage.
later on.
So that means most of the stuff is gonna be offline anyway. So.
Except the online part, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see if they're streaming the data in. Like the Flight Sim game, I just bought that, and that's only like 12. It's not a lot. It's not a big game, but it's all streamed from the cloud.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Just, for updates and things like that. So that's pretty cool. Live.
But for them, online play, because GTA's online play is what made them so great in 5. Yeah. So their online play is gonna have to be crisp. If it's super buggy and weird that first day, it's gonna fuck up everything. So they're gonna have to make sure that's good too. Because some people won't even want to play the story. Like the story is whatever, but a lot of people want to play the actual.
They waited so long that people are willing to forgive the bugs is because they waited so long. They'll work.
Yeah, they did it for Vice City. Vice City had over 180 bugs, and I still remember that game crashing. And I'm like, well, the game was so fun.
And they'll continue to work on it. But thing is, with fixes, they're willing to work with it. 13 years though, Jesus.
Yes, sir.
13 years. Yeah, last one was on. I had an Xbox 360 the last time I played it.
I was in college when that shit came out. It's crazy.
Wow.
As the kids would say, it's been a hot minute.
More than a few hot minutes. Okay?
Yeah, a few hot minutes. Yeah.
College. That's sick.
Yeah. It's been a while.
It has been ages, man. Shit.
Yeah. I was still working at Central Baptist. I was still working at Baptist Health.
Started your career?
Pretty much. Years,
You said Baptist Health in Winston-Salem?
No, but they're big. It's a big hospital, but it's I just remember going up to GameStop. Well, man, it was called Electronics Boutique. How long?
Wow! Yeah, man,
damn.
I remember them days, man.
Yes, they're getting ready to quit his job in November.
But he retired.
He said he paid $200 for that shit. That's crazy. 200.
I paid for Grand Theft Auto 4. I paid 120, but that came with the lockbox, the artist book on how to draw the characters. It was pretty cool. All the stuff they gave you.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah. Some packages probably gonna be $300 though. Honestly, if you really
thanks for the Cash App. What up, though? So appreciate you. Put money on my books. Appreciate you.
You know how to give anything.
I'm in YouTube jail. Put some money on my books. Okay, go ahead.
Again?
Put some money on my books. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, we know who actually dimed on us, but that goes without saying.
Oh, again?
Yeah, again, yes.
Wow.
The usual suspects.
The hate is real.
That's
flat out hate, man. That's straight hate.
It's vengeance, man. It's not even hate. That's vengeance.
And you're not hating enough. If you somebody flag your ass twice in a row, like you just came off and they flagged your ass again.
That's not hatred. That's a vendetta, man.
You gotta take a loss, man, like a man.
No, hell no. You don't do that. Nope. No, you gotta take it like a bitch. You take that loss like a bitch. Is what you do. No.
Yeah, somebody whip my ass like that bad? Hey man, you know what? You are better. You're better than me.
No, you can't give it up. You know how people do. You can't give it up.
It's different if you just. It's different if you just had a good day. But then when it's consistent, no, that's like a Kobe Jordan kind of. No,
Bro,
that's what it
it's
is.
Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury. Like that first fight was like, ooh, maybe. Okay, we'll give it. We'll let you go again. Damn. And the second time was like, all right, shit. Well, you got your ass beat. Third time was like, oh damn, this is just sad. This is like, okay, bro, like you gotta. It's okay. Go sit down. You're fine. Like, go back to your corner, live your life, and you good. Like, we're not gonna say nothing. We're gonna let it happen. Somebody bring it up. We're gonna quick side eye. We're not gonna say nothing, but just go back. Don't keep talking shit, because you keep talking shit, we're gonna bring up what actually happened. You hit him with your best shot. It did knock him out, and then you got your ass bust.
Hey, Johnny Anderson, that's how come I got to do the commissary, man, with the bucks y'all send me. Prison food sucks. Okay, jail food sucks.
Man, so how long has it been now? Since it's
about a month. It's about a month. About a month. Yeah.
Yeah, we both got demonetized on the same day.
Same day.
Damn!
Oh, wow.
That is a coincidence.
Coincidence?
Kinda. Yeah.
Wow.
Must be the wind.
Man, I haven't been around in a while, and it's like I just got right back in it and nothing changed. Like what? Like what? Like you serious? Like it's been months.
It's been nothing changes, man. Nothing changes but the weather and the black manosphere. Same players still, you know.
Wow. I don't know.
They're still here. Okay.
Remember, you hate black women.
Yeah.
Your dick little. You rusty, dusty, musty, and you crusty.
And you crusty, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you got ashy feet, man.
Yes, sir. And your passport crusty too.
If I was in Latin America, I'd be a dirty foot Jose. Okay.
With Tonel run there.
Yes.
They're saying that while they're being escorted out of the apartment, huh?
Yeah.
Is that what's happening?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It's Jermaine's fault. He dusty, musty, and crusty while they throw their trash bags out. It's great.
Now they're getting evicted and they're saying everybody else is dusty.
It's everybody else's fault. Okay. It ain't my fault.
Yeah, I'm screaming and yelling. I'm finna pay that man. I'm finna pay that one. It's always the same thing. So.
Yep. You know, I called my baby daddy, but he wasn't answering my call.
Yeah.
I'm in a bind, Nate.
That old Blind Boys of Alabama song, ain't nobody's fault but mine. Ain't nobody's fault but mine.
Yeah, they suffer from your wrong daddy syndrome.
Well, that didn't show up today.
What a shock. Mike tried to show up yesterday on last week on my panel. Didn't go too well for him.
Oh, okay. He did pop in. Okay. But I don't know what the argument is, man. You got, the Democrats coming out with the book saying what happened. Okay. Why is there an argument? Okay.
And you know what I did? All I had to do was play his own content because the last 2 years was from my channel. I'm like, wait a minute, that logo looks so familiar. Oh, right, it's mine. That was from my channel. Some was from your channel. Some was from Art's channel.
Yeah.
How you still be wrong when the autopsy says you're right?
Yeah,
but because you said it, you wrong.
Craig can tell you everything that we said on Art's panel. The Democrats said it right after in books. Okay.
Yes.
I remember those panels. Yeah.
Yeah. It clearly states it in their own autopsy that. I mean, it's just weird. The opening statement, I don't stand by. The person was like, I don't stand by this because it's incomplete. It was just weird. And when I read it, I said, why didn't you all just say we didn't get enough votes? Because that's what it literally looks like you're saying. You're not, nobody's taking accountability. They did say they had trouble with male voters, that there was a black male drop off in 2012. They acknowledged that. So, so they acknowledged the things, but they also said that they did better down ballot with men, and when they looked at the Democratic men that won down ballot, it was like, they actually went out and engaged the men. Yeah. Whereas that these other, she did not. So it is what it is.
I mean, there are myriad problems that she had, but those weren't the major ones. I mean, could she have done better with the men? Yeah, that's true. But the thing is, Biden had screwed up so much, she couldn't fix this, man.
No.
Yeah.
No.
But the men are convenient scapegoat, though. Remember, the men are a very convenient scapegoat.
It's just like Trump lost because of COVID, man. He couldn't fix it.
Exactly.
It's like it was like Craig was pointing out earlier. They set her for the fall because if she wins and fuck up, they can blame black women. If she loses and fucks up, they can still blame black women.
They had Trump impeached. If they didn't want him to run, they should have gone ahead and finished him off. Okay, they let him go. They let the Joker out of jail to run amok.
Yeah, well, Pelosi was waiting on that that January 6th thing. She was waiting on that, and then that didn't work. But yeah, she never has had the guts to just do what they wanted to do. So, and they don't know how to beat him. They fear him because they don't know how to beat people like that. So
what if after January 16th had him impeached? All you had to do was go ahead and do the deed. Okay.
But we were talking about that. Why didn't they censure him and make part of the censure? He can't hold elected office again, not the federal level. That's all they had to say. Not the federal. Hey, he wants to run for governor. He wants to run for senator of a state. Fine, but he ain't gonna never run for president again.
Exactly. That's all they had to do, and they didn't do it. Okay. And
Nancy Pelosi was in her feelings, and again, I understand it because they believe that those people were there to kill them. And that's what they had said. Yeah, they were.
They were.
So okay, so I understand why they were upset, but I would have thought calmer heads would have prevailed, and they would have said, "Okay, let's censure him," because he was already leaving. There's no reason to impeach him again. It's like the dude's leaving, So they were there to kill him. No, they were. Yeah, so I understand why they were upset. I don't knock why they were upset, but I would have thought calmer heads would prevail. So let's just keep him out of office forever. So they didn't do it. They didn't do it.
They did because they didn't think he could overcome all this negative press. Okay,
and we still got pedestrians going around here.
2024 was like when Jordan came back. and they won 72 games in the championship, bro. That's what it was.
Wait a minute.
What you do at him, yo?
Jordan left 2 years for gambling, and then he came back.
Scoring 27 points a game. Like, God damn, where did things come from? He wasn't supposed to do this. He's supposed to be rusty.
No, he's supposed to be gone. He's supposed to be out of the league.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what it was, man. I mean,
he's not supposed to have no jump shot.
2024 should be studied, man. Like this,
it is.
You know what I say to people? I voted for Trump. You know what I say to people? Did you vote for Trump? You know what I tell them? I use their own argument against them. Yes, I voted for a 34-count convicted felon because your candidate sucked.
Yeah, and he did. Yeah, the thing is, Biden couldn't campaign. Okay,
no. And he couldn't campaign last time.
He dumped it off to an unpopular female.
Yeah.
Well, we were saying that they set her up to basically lose. That's why I kept on saying like
they did.
She was in a bad position, point blank. Period.
And that's the one thing I will give Kamala Harris credit for. She found a way to be less popular than Dick Cheney.
Yeah.
That's a feat in itself.
Yeah. Rest in peace of Dick Cheney. Yeah, that she was to me when I read that, and you all said it earlier, BGS. Kamala Harris was a bad candidate, and I just leave it there. She was just a bad candidate.
She was. Yeah. She was, and basically her team wouldn't say it, but they kind of hinted at it.
Yeah. And a lot of people got money, and I mean, she was bad. Walter Mondale was bad too. I mean, so it happens. Sometimes you draw a bad egg. It just happens. Like which call it ran for the Republican one. I can think of his name, the Viagra guy.
Yeah, but Mondale had time to run.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he had a fair chance. Okay, this one, this is a Hail Mary without Mary. Okay?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just throwing the ball up in the air and hoping somebody.
No, it was all hell, is what it was. It wasn't a Hail Mary. It was all hell.
It was bad. They just I just said she was a bad candidate. They got to figure out a way to put more money in people's pockets, and they do. People will listen to them. When you talk about access to capital, people, especially men, will listen to you. But till they can come with something like that and a plan, it's just going to be tough. Not impossible, just tough. As far as Massey losing, most people have talked about that. Massey, I'm in Kentucky. He was never going to win that race. He was MAGA targeted him, and the money. He had no money.
Yeah,
it's money he raised. He raised money, but it was nothing compared to what. And that guy was to beat him was a Navy SEAL, like a former Navy SEAL. So he was all bravado and stuff like that. And it was so bad for Massey that he ran a ad with Trump endorsing him, but it was from, and Trump had to come out and say that was from years ago. You know, I'm not endorsing you now. So it's crazy, you know, how bad it was. And he lost, and he was mad when he lost. You can look at his face; he was mad.
It's because AIPAC ran him out, man. They spent $30 million to run him out of that seat.
He didn't realize that again they left him out the game. He was like, "Wait a minute, I'm not playing no more." Like, no nigga.
No, we put all your money, okay? Harley, appreciate you for the Cash App. Curtis, appreciate you for the Cash App. Kev, appreciate you, man. Right on.
Put some money in the books.
Because I'm in sports. Because I'm in sports, bro. I know how it is. At the end of the season, it's like, well, we appreciate you, man. Thank you. Thanks for all you've done for us. All right, take care. Like, what you mean?
That's it.
what you talking about? What you mean you take care? Like, I thought I had another year. Now what? Your deal is up, big dog.
Yeah.
Don't talk about that talking in a year like that.
Hey, they shake that hand. They might give you that little, the white guy dap. It's like one little pat. Like, appreciate you, brother. And then you out.
That's it.
If Roland Martin didn't give her a chance, you know it's bad. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he thought. Well, I was watching him, and he was crying when she lost, and you know he cried more than Van Jones. I thought that was impossible, but
he said he knew she would lose, though.
Yeah, so he didn't think it was in the cards for her, but she gave it. What maybe disappointed me in Kamala Harris is she didn't address her people the night of the election. That is bad. I'm like, okay, you can at least go out there
but guess who did that as well?
Hillary,
time she lost. Yes.
Yeah.
Hillary. She did.
But she was close though. So that's the difference.
Yeah.
She was real close.
She couldn't reach the drunk black women because she was raised in a middle class family.
The Olivia Pope class, she couldn't reach that.
Oh yeah, she could because she went to HBCU. She went to Howard. Okay.
I mean,
that's all she could get.
Oh
you gotta think of.
She's been around plenty of drunk black women.
As an AKA for sure.
AKA for sure. Yeah.
That's
talking shit about black men.
I mean,
that cackling. That's not. I know where she learned that from. That's very common in the AKA sector.
She learned that at Howard. She definitely learned that at Howard. Definitely.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's what HBCUs really are. It's a bunch of drunk black girls.
It's a witches coven. That's all they are. They're all witch covens.
This is the reason why people like Hammer and all these other people who can't get laid. I mean, it's almost impossible. Like, dude, you must be uglier than the goddamn first set or something, or you just so lame that you just invoke like, not this nigga.
More the latter.
And it's impossible for you to get laid.
It's not. All Hammer had to do is go back to Senegal and get him a wife, man. Wasn't that big a deal?
Well, for him, he can't. See, you got to understand it. If you can't do it in the big leagues, you can't do it at all.
No, you don't understand. Hammer has got a blue passport. He's got a degree. He goes back to Senegal. They'll send him 2 wives. Okay.
He don't want them though.
And he doesn't. In his mind, if he can't do it here, it doesn't matter.
So the thing is, he doesn't want to get laid here. Okay, you don't want to get laid because it's easy for him to go back and get a wife. It's not that big a deal.
Oh no, he was laid here, but not back there.
And then
it's very.
Yeah. So the thing is not that he can't. The thing is he's got issues. Okay.
Oh yeah, he's nuttier than a bag of ferrets.
If Gay Bay can get married, Hammer can get married.
Come on, BGS. I thought you said you were gonna mention that man no more. You said last summer. You said you're not gonna speak about that nigga no more. Last summer, I was there back in July.
My bad. Okay.
It was July 2025. You said nah. You said I'm gonna leave Gay Bay alone.
Man, fuck that shit. You know,
no, Charles, you said you gonna leave alone. If you don't get your dark, insidious,
I'm gonna just say it. Gay Bay got the world's last mail order bride before we went to the internet. That's all.
Oh my goodness, Charles. Oh my god. You know he's gonna hit us now. You know he's gonna hit us. Come on, guys.
Hey, you know I'm from Cali. I don't like that motherfucker nowhere. I hope he does hear it.
Like buster ass nigga.
I'm from Baltimore. Come punch me in my
He,
mouth.
Goddamn
he a
lame ass.
weirdo.
He's a goddamn lame ass troglodyte. That's what he is, man.
I'm from Baltimore. I want you to come punch me in my fucking mouth.
What's y'all Cali boys call people weirdos? You call somebody weirdo? It's like, damn.
Just,
Yeah.
Baltimore,
If you're in the valley, you call them weirdos, okay?
That's like a boy trying to come after me, Tito.
Buster is crazy. We just call that nigga a Buster.
Talking about Tito the Clown?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what?
Yeah, he did a whole stream on me. I was like, it's like that old nigga must be coming out because I'm like, it's not even worth doing a stream on him. He's irrelevant.
He said Tito don't play that. Okay.
Is this anti-manosphere beef? Is crazy.
I'm gonna see what happens, man, because let's just say it. This is what I call it. I call it the island of misfit toys. Let them get mad with BGS. Let them get mad with AB. Let them get mad with me. Here comes the horde of the undead. Okay, we never talked to each other before, but you hate BGS. I hate BGS too. Did we just become friends?
Yeah, like
the Sinister Six from Spider-Man. It's like they don't really fuck with each other like that, but it's like we all hate Spider-Man, so fuck that nigga. Yeah. Oh, I got you. Got you.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, if Tito, if you're listening, guess what? Trump didn't win this war, okay? Anyway.
I'm gonna say this. To say Happy Memorial Day is kind of
Tito, if you're listening, make another stream, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, Happy Memorial Day, y'all.
It's just that's for veterans who died. I'm still around. But
that's Veterans Day.
Memorial, what wasn't it created during the Civil War for Civil War?
For veterans who passed.
If I'm not mistaken, wasn't it black people that started it though?
Yeah, I think so. That's what I heard.
Well, it started a lot of shit, but like it started the cookout.
Yeah, it's for the Civil War veterans that died, Black Civil War veterans.
That's why Memorial Day have your day. I'm like, I'm still gonna. Yeah. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm just like this. Like when I look at those weirdos, because as we call them Baltimore clowns, and it's like, dude, I could tell you're a nobody in real life. Like, I remember Gabe, like, Faulkner fears me. I got 20,000 subs. Well, what do you fucking do? Why you here? Why you nobody like you? I said, well, you know, guess what? Why do you did a shave down your veneers? Like, why is it every time you smile, it looks like a goddamn reflective fucking, like a goddamn solar panel? I mean, shit. I mean, these people are weirdos, man.
The thing is, if they did it for a year or two and then they went away, it'd be fine. They've been here 10 years, man.
It's still weird. Did you get the pictures, BTS?
Yeah, I got him, man. He looks good, man. He looks good.
Oh, man, how you doing?
Oh, yeah, he's doing all right.
I hope he got a little bit on prom day. Yeah.
I was so tired of the whole damn weekend. I was tired.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you only do it once.
They had the after party. You know, of course, when he went off, people came to ate at my mother's house where we had to send off, and people came to my house and the after party. Then I went out with Dr. Dunbar for cigars the next night. So.
Oh, you had a long weekend, so you're resting up today, huh?
Oh yeah, still got a lift. Still got a curl. Oh Lord. I tell you, man, it's like, you know, you never hear the island of misfit toys actually hang around each other. Hey, let's go hang out.
We called it the cockroach session.
Yeah,
that's what I call the island of misfit toys.
No. That's too nice. Those are cockroaches.
That's why I call misfit, because you got to be a misfit. Like, even the whole damn DJ music shit. Like, I'm like, why are you trying to say something about me to throw shots at BGS? I'm like, I didn't say shit about you.
Cornbread boys.
Yeah.
It's like everybody trying to make their name off instead of making your content and keeping it there.
Yeah.
You, oh, come on. We're we're gonna do this. And then for certain individuals to get people's channels demonetized by unreasonable subterfuge.
Yeah.
Big words. That's a bitch shit. Let's just say what it is. It's a bitch
Oh yeah,
head.
we got a pretty good idea who did it. And right after we that stream we got demonetized, so we got a pretty good idea who did it.
And people get into their feelings, like in the words of Martin Addison. Some of these niggas be complaining about be acting just like the women they complain about, like a bunch of bitch made niggas.
Yeah.
Now can you go fight that?
I did fight it. They turned it down, but I get up for review in 90 days. So
Jesus, 90. Do they at least give you a reason?
No.
They gave me a reason, but what they said was my content is inauthentic and mass produced.
Huh?
Yes.
Okay.
It doesn't make
sense. I got this.
Because it's quote unquote manosphere content. Because it's manosphere content, quote unquote, they can lump it under that. And so there's a bunch of quote unquote manosphere guys. So it's like, oh, it's not real. It's just like a bunch of other people's what they're doing. So they can. It's because of that.
Yeah, but I talked about the silver crisis. I talked about the ghost homes. I talked about the female homeless crisis. Okay,
but no BGS, you're a manosphere content creator.
Yeah,
I mean, I've been monetized for 3 years.
Yeah,
and I just replied today, and it's funny because they said that you didn't have original content. I said that's bullshit. I said we talked about. I said that's bullshit because I even said letters. I said first and foremost, this is my background. When I talked about the difference between Uvalde and the Nashville active shooters, is that not authentic original content? And also stopping in the middle of explaining the tactics.
Yeah, I mean, talk about that. They can just say we don't want to hire you and leave it at that. Okay.
Yeah, I really want to see. I want somebody at YouTube to come out to my house and prove my content is inauthentic. When majority of those graphics are mine that I literally created.
Well, the thing is, the majority of channels that are on here basically are reaction channels, and stuff like that. They make tons of money. Yeah. But just say you don't want to hire me, okay?
Because they're fairly inoffensive and they make a lot of money.
Yeah.
And
some
here's
of
the
the
crazy part.
make a lot of money. Some of them are offensive and make a lot of money, but
They don't give up the fight, give up fight. No, the thing is, okay. When I originally came here, if I was here for the money, I'd have gone in a different direction. Okay, the thing is, I'm not here to get paid. Okay,
clearly.
And fortunately, I don't depend on my YouTube money to live. So whatever I get, I know that at some point they're gonna come for me. So that's why I'm not too upset about it. Okay, is that I'm it's not part of my bill package, so I don't if I get it, it's extra. Okay, I got a little floss money. I put some more money in savings. Blah blah blah. Other than that,
but you're doing legit analysis.
Yes.
So it's again. I know I got a logic problem.
Yeah.
But it's to me it's very obvious. It's very obvious. You're not reading out the book.
No,
it's very obvious. I'm sorry. I know I've been going for a while, but if I lose myself, it doesn't make any sense to me.
One thing you can call me inauthentic and mass produced is not one of them. Okay?
I'm like, how does that fly?
That's called being dishonest.
Wow.
Yeah. Just say you don't want to pay me. It's okay. You don't want to pay me. Say we don't like you. Your content. Okay. We don't want to give you money. Okay. I can deal with that.
Yeah.
You said about Gay Bay. I don't like your ass. That's what they said to you.
I told him that straight up. He got up there, blah blah. Said, motherfucker, I don't like your ass. No way. He said, you don't know me not to like me. Motherfucker, I don't have to.
What's going on, fellas?
Hey, Meech, what's going on?
Come on, Meech.
What up?
With you? So, have I been kicked out the moderators club there, BGS? What's going on, sir?
Nah, you still the moderator on my other channel.
Okay, I don't have a for whatever reason I wasn't able to send a Snapchat. It's not even showing me the option through the YouTube app.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't know if that was something just dealing with the stream.
It's YouTube, man. That's just YouTube.
Yeah, that's what they do. I
It's
figured.
just YouTube. Yeah, so it is what it is. And basically, so I'm not the only one. There's a whole bunch of people that have to go through this. Okay.
Wow. So how was everybody else sending in donations earlier then?
Oh, it's good. People ask me about my monetization, so I tell them, I'm a YouTube jail because the dollar sign's not there. So it is.
No, what I mean is it through Cash App? How they send it to you?
Oh, Cash App, yeah.
Cash App. I gotta re-sign up for that. Cash App was giving me problems a few years back, so I never signed up again. I'll give it a try again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what's up with you, Meech?
Hey man, just sat over here and took out some garbage like it seems like y'all are doing right now.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, man. I just had to run to the dumpster. It seems like y'all taking out the garbage. I've been telling you for years, man. The reason these folks don't want to hire you, man, because they don't like that there's solidified opposition to whatever it is they're trying to go for. Right?
The funny man thing is, I was listening to O'Shea. He was actually doing a live stream with some chick, right? And he mentioned all the management people except me. He skipped right over me.
Of course not.
He even mentioned Dr. T and Dr. Neil and Green Gorilla and stuff like that, and skipped right over me.
What did you say? Needs to happen if there's a viral meme out. If they want the viral meme to go away.
Oh yeah. Just mention the name. Yeah.
Stop talking about it. Because if they mention the name,
yeah,
somebody's gonna go look at it, and then somebody's gonna dig into the content. Somebody's gonna be like, wait a minute. I actually like what this guy's talking about. It makes sense.
Now, when it came to Pearl and stuff, the negative stuff like that, they point me out.
Of course.
But that kind of blew up on him. In fact, one guy, George had to make a comeback, and the other guy disappeared. They stopped coming at me in the manager about Pearl because I made it real ugly for him.
Yeah,
but mentioning you is how I found out about BJS in the first place. Well, Kevin, it was really Kevin back in 2021.
Yeah,
I looked up my you can go back through your history and like find out when you follow certain people.
Yes,
there's a way you can go through your Google settings. You can check, and that was like summer of 21.
Yeah,
that he mentioned you before. I'm like, whatever, this BGS guy, whatever. And then he mentioned you again. He kept coming mentioning you. I was like, because my brother was always talking about this global reset shit too. I was like,
Oh yeah.
I was like, what is that about? I was like, and then he said BGS again. Like, God damn it! So my brother said something about this global reset shit. Kevin Sam was just talking about global reset, and and it's like BGS. Okay, all right. Let me go check this BGS guy out.
Yeah, I'm really told.
And look back since.
I found out about BGS was right.
Go ahead, AB. I'm sorry.
I found out through BGS through Torian Rain. He's not really in the space anymore, but I remember
Torian's great though.
Yeah. I remember the first time I saw BGS, I was like, "Who is this old man?
Who's this old nigga?" You didn't say it right. You didn't call me old man. Say, "Who is this old nigga?"
Who is this old nigga? Because I was, believe it or not, I was flipping back and forth between you and Nyla Says.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay. What'd you like? What'd you like about Nyla?
The voice.
Oh. Yeah. She's practiced. She's a pro, so she knows what she's talking about.
I haven't heard anything from her in a long time.
Her and her boy, her and her man went to Mexico for a while. They got caught up with stealing money, all kind of crap, man.
Shit.
Yeah.
They're scamming their subs and all kind of crap.
You know, Cynthia G on this eventually just turned me completely off. I was like, nah, I'm out.
Yeah.
I can't look at this shit no more.
Yeah.
You used to listen to the Bang? The Iron Bang was on your watch list?
The Iron Bang.
I didn't listen to Cynthia G until Kevin said actually respond to one of her videos.
Mm-hmm.
And then I made the famous Kick Rock video. I almost got to run off of YouTube. and then the Black Ministry came in and tried to save her because they needed a foil. So
yeah,
you had that fucking picture of that damn pelican kicking a foul.
Yeah,
Why did he make it a Pelican though? And I don't even know if they caught up. I don't know if they caught on to the Pelican. BG.
Well, by the way,
man, into this shit.
Yeah.
By the way, Cynthia G and the airhead Paris Milan brought you by Dr. Moist Watkins.
Dr. Moist Watkins. Yep.
I hear
Yep.
she's trying to make, since she's trying to make a comeback. I hear.
I mean, right now would be a time where you have all these fucking simp ass black dudes, especially ones like Roland Martin, starting to come at black men again, starting to amp it up again.
Well, the thing is, Roland Martin has to is because black men are critical to the election and stuff like that. So they're trying to get trying to sway us back because they're losing ground.
You know, shame us back.
You know, you get me about that though.
What?
They still don't. It's just like, okay, you have buyers and you have sellers, right? They're trying to sell us something. They want us to buy into it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Imagine, you're walking through the mall and someone from the Apple store, Microsoft store, or the Best Buy store come out to you and ridicule you for not shopping in their store.
Yeah.
Who's gonna shop there? Is that the way you now? And here's the amazing thing about it. But what I just said isn't fucking new. It's not something genius. It's basic sense. And if Barack Obama speaking like that doesn't get us to change our mind, then what the fuck does Roland Martin think he's gonna do? We don't even take you seriously.
The thing is, he's got time, and there's always some people in the trying to sway the people on like in the ministry. He's not gonna be able to get to them, but the young folks, middle, okay, he may be able to get to.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You're intimidated by Black Girl Magic.
Yeah, Black Girl Magic.
But you know that though. Here's the thing is that
well, he just used it, man. His last video.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
Several times.
You're
We're jealous of Black Girl Magic.
You're jealous of Black Girl Magic. Yes.
That's the reason.
Take advice from a black woman.
Yeah, you need to get. And here's the wild part: it's not as though black politicians, black people trying to deal with that, especially grassroots, haven't tried it. How many times have they said we went over there, we tried it, and basically got laughed out of the room whenever we introduced anything about black men and boys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So not only are you over here ridiculing us, Best Buy, Apple, Microsoft, for not shopping in your store, but then when somebody actually goes over there, you laugh them out, and then you don't acknowledge the fact that they went over there and tried in the first place.
Yeah.
That's a third strike.
They'll say, "Give me your money, broke ass nigga." Like, what?
Right.
I'm trying to buy something. Nah, fuck nigga. Give me your money. Like,
come over here.
So I'm supposed to give you money and actually not get anything.
Yeah.
Like, I'm supposed to just go to your store. You're supposed to cuss me out. I'm supposed to hand you $500 and then walk out.
Yeah.
It's called a status quo, sir.
It's out.
That's fucking crazy.
It's called the status quo. Why are you trying to break the status quo? Why are you trying to break off the plantation? I'm gonna go tell Massa.
Yeah.
All BGS is saying, "Hey man,
Negro.
Hey man, Amazon has what you need." Like, what? Nah, Amazon ain't got nothing. Amazon is terrible. Amazon is bad for the environment.
Yeah,
Amazon has what you need.
Black man back to the party saying, "Stop bitching."
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Stop bitching.
The title of this video. Stop bitching.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up and play football. Shut up and play ball. That's it. Shut up and dribble.
Shut up and dribble.
Shut up and dribble.
That's what
shut up and dribble.
Shut up and dribble.
Now he's on some Laura Ingram shit.
As if athletes aren't citizens. That's crazy as hell. I'm not once I become an entertainer, I no longer have a voice, right? Which is funny because if you don't want me to have a voice, being an entertainer is the last thing you should want me to. That's crazy.
We're supposed to be the silent sacrifice. We're supposed to sacrifice ourselves and not say shit.
Maybe that's what they mean by $1 million slave then.
Scores and scores of black men need to die at the hands of whatever cause that they say. Like the homeboy down in Texas who got his shit blown off by like being in that DV situation. He intervened and got his head blown off.
Mm-hmm.
It's super sad. Yeah, these women will be like, "Oh yeah, he's a hero." Bitch, you don't even know that motherfucker's name.
You know, I got into an argument with somebody like that a couple of weeks ago about that very damn thing. You can't hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I said I got into an argument with somebody I'm close to about that very thing just a couple of weeks ago. I said, why would I sit up here? They were talking about Remember that video of the girl that walked into the at the gas station with all those dudes, young dudes, was in the parking lot, and as soon as she walked in, they all addressed her. Well, I was told that was actually a skit, and there's a different video that has them filming her walking from her car all the way up to that. Right? I said, okay, even if it's a skit, there's a moral behind it, just like books. There's a moral behind it, right? Yeah. And so the person I was talking to about it, they brought up. They was like, so you telling me? It's like if you're in, let's say at the club or something like that, a girl walk in and some dudes start grabbing her ass or something like that. I said this. I said, why is she there?
Yes, why she
by herself, dressed however she's dressed, knowing what it's when you're talking about sex, money, and liquor. That is the holy trinity of starting shit. Sex, money, and liquor. I was like, why is she there? I was called misogynistic, but what they didn't say, why is she there and by herself? And then if I why would I jump into that for somebody who was very careless about her actions? Why would I jump into that just to possibly get my ass whooped and possibly killed and not even be a damn bookmark in her life? No notes. I'm not going to get a car. She ain't going to help me with my medical bills. Nothing. So why would I do that? But I'm not asking why is she there to control her. That's out of safety. Why would you know? I gave that same example I've always give BGS. If y'all heard that Meech was in the hospital, got his ass whipped by some white supremacists, okay, you know what? Prayers for Meech. We wish him better. And when I get back on here, y'all ask me what happened. If I tell y'all that I was in backwoods Mississippi at 1:00 in the morning by myself in known KKK territory, and because I'm an American, I'm an American citizen, and I'm a veteran, I walked into this fucking bar, right?
Shit.
To get me something to fucking drink by myself and got my ass whooped. Y'all be like, Beach, hey, you know what? We love you, but what was you thinking, bro?
He had a Black Power shirt on. And he had a Black Lives Matter shirt on, too.
I had a Black Lives Matter shirt on.
You don't even need all that, but you called Meek you a dumb motherfucker, man.
Hey, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm glad you're alive,
but my thing is, though, is that what the point I'm trying to get across, but you know, they like to lob grenades and throw, move the goalposts and just change the subject and everything. But my point is, if women are going to have the same rights that we have, you have to have the same accountability that we have. You get what I mean? Like, because that right there, what BG just said was, Bitch, you're a dumb motherfucker. And you know what? That would make me a dumb motherfucker. But we can't call them some dumb motherfuckers. But
they're not infants.
But we do, and that's what we get in trouble for. You hate that.
Don't talk about that.
I mean, society in general, though. Society in general doesn't like it, right? But here's the thing, and that's why I said before. I said this before a long time ago. People change the pit bulls, but what I originally said, I said they want us to be their Doberman pinchers, which is we can behave however we want, but we're gonna have you and string you around, and you are gonna attack whoever it is, no matter what my behavior is.
Yeah.
Right, because I might be walking a dog. A Doberman pincher doesn't fucking know. She might be walking that dog and staring at another man's woman while that woman is right there, and then looking that woman in the eyeballs like, bitch, so what? That dog don't know what's going on. But if that woman attacks her, she gonna sick the dog on that woman. And if that man tries to defend her, she gonna sick the dog on that fucking man too. And people don't want to have this fuck. But you know what though? Here's the thing. For the first time, and I've known this person since I was in my teens. For the first time, this motherfucker admitted that he was a Captain Saban. For the first time, he actually admitted it.
It's powerful.
Yep. Six-figure Captain Saban.
Yeah, don't talk about Anita Grayson like that. That's a 75-year-old that got her ass whipped.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I keep hearing that.
You talking about that lady up in at Tim Hortons?
Yes.
Why did she get her ass whipped?
She
go ahead.
Yeah, she was in the Tim Hortons. She got like a drive-through order. Her drive-through order for some reason was mishandled, misplaced. It was wrong. So she goes in to speak to somebody. But instead of calmly asking, she raises her voice. You see in the video, she starts demonstrably pointing and like calling people over because she's old. She can call people over and tell them about themselves. And so she goes to tell somebody about themselves. She puts her hand in the woman. I don't know who it is. She puts her hand in like the manager's face and like puts it in her face. And then the person is like, get back. And then so she starts like pushing at the other person. And so those two, they're tussling back and forth. And so Miss Grayson, she gets thrown to the ground because she's an old fat black 75-year-old woman. And so she gets pushed to the ground and then they try to get her up. and then they kind of get her up, and then she calls somebody, and then unfortunately she passes out later on, has a heart attack right then, and then she doesn't wake up. She expires.
You know what?
Within a couple of days.
You want to hear something funny though?
What?
It turns out her step granddaughter came out and said people finally see her for that sorry heifer she was.
Oh wow!
I imagine the way she went in that store, she thought she was that bitch. Like the way she walked in there with her hand on her hip, like I'm gonna tell you bitches what it is. Like, oh, what the hell? You sick? You 75?
And
you know what?
And she went out that way too.
But her step granddaughter came out and said, you know, she made my mother's life a living hell, and now people see her for who she really is. I'm like, oh, yeah.
We're gonna go about 30 more minutes, guys.
Understood.
You know the funny thing is about people thinking they're that bitch. You got to be that bitch at the level you're at. You are a 75 fucking year old woman. You can't be that bitch against no 30-year-old woman. You gonna get your ass whipped. You got to be that bitch. You a 75-year-old woman got to be the shit like a 75-year-old. That means you know people. There are people that respect you. You have the money to make shit happen. It don't mean you knuckle up. Look, I'm 47 years old. I'm not going to be out here fist fighting with no 22, 23-year-olds.
No.
Not even 30. Not even 30.
I'm
Shit.
just not going to be I'm not finna fucking run or nothing like that. But I'm not finna actively. I ain't finna do it like when I was 30. Yeah, I'm not finna do that. And I've never been a starter. I've never been the one to stir anything up. But even then, I'm far more prone to brush shit off at 47 than I was at 30 years old. 30, a whole nother dude.
At my age, we're not talking. Okay.
Yeah, man.
We get into something. We get into something. Somebody's going in the ground. Okay.
Hey, man. Because there ain't no fucking time for that, man. At this fucking age, if I fall down, I'm far more likely to be hurt at damn near 50 than I was at 30.
Like I said, if it comes to that, you show up, okay, you better back off. You get close to me, you're not gonna get close to me. Come through over that. Okay.
And what that meme say? Call the ambulance, but not for me.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go, man.
Yeah.
There you go, bro. You know what I will say, and I said this a long time ago, man, and I know a lot of times people don't really feel it, but I really do feel sorry for ADOS women. And I'm gonna tell you why, and I'll say it again why. Because they don't have the wherewithal of men, even ADOS men that have been raised by their mamas. If you leave them, if taken out of that fucking matriarchal environment, right, the gynocratical environment for long enough, they have the wherewithal to eventually think over and over again, like, I was acting like a bitch.
Yeah.
I don't care if they call themselves tough or not. If you one of these so-called tough dudes, so-called thugs and shit, and you'll shoot a motherfucker quick for stepping on your Nikes, you got some bitch in you. There's no patience. You didn't think about anything. You just willing to shoot somebody real quick. Well, so fucking what? You didn't think. That's the female in you right there. Thinking without going off emotion right off the fucking bat, and willing to take somebody's life based on some fucking shoes or a starter jacket for those old enough to remember that shit, right? And so I feel sorry for women because they don't have that wherewithal. If you leave them to themselves, they're only gonna get fucking worse. Which is why so much of them spend so much time on social media, because they can't just spend time to themselves. Because if they have to reflect, they don't like looking in that mirror, boy. That reflection is ugly.
Yeah, that's what's happening right now. Yeah,
I saw a video. BTS. I felt bad for the young lady. She's in her early 20s, and she doesn't have the slightest clue how to wash her clothes.
Okay.
20 years in her 20s.
And you know, at that point, you know, you that age don't know. That's really not on her. That's on her parents. But
YouTube exists for a reason. It's not that hard.
Well, you got to remember,
man. Say that again.
YouTube is not. YouTube exists for a reason. Look up washing my clothes on YouTube. You'll learn it within a week.
There's a reason they call it YouTube University.
Yes.
You know
how to tie your tie, how to do all of this shit. It's all on there.
It's all on there. Yes.
Sometimes you be looking at people like that and be like, you gotta wash your ass.
You know, hey Charles, you would be surprised how many times the answer is no.
Yeah,
You would be surprised how many times the answer is no.
you gotta look at how
Charles, every janitor I've talked to said the nastiest bathroom is the women's.
It
was 10 years
it
ago.
is the worst bathroom. Yeah, I smelled it.
And then I mean, it looked like it looked. I mean, when a woman pisses, they can take the paint off a school bus. I mean,
Boy,
if this is what happens when you
pH balance off.
Multiple pH balances. Okay. That's why it smells the way it does, because they all have their different hormones popping off. So that's why.
You got to think about it, right? There's girls out there who don't know to wash brand new underwear. Will put brand new underwear on, and before washing it.
Ooh,
and I'm like,
my goodness.
And I mean,
ick.
You can tell when they put brand new underwear, because when they take it off, you can see the fucking the dye on their
That's
poop.
crazy as hell. That's crazy as hell, man.
That's how you can know they weren't trained well, because most of their mothers were running around, not being mothers. Now,
there you go.
That's like what I say about young men. How do I know young men have an issue? Look at all of these little fight videos.
Right.
They fight like fucking 1970s fairies, and I ain't talking about Tinkerbell. And it's I'm like, dude, you fight a guy who knows how to throw a correct punch. That fight will be over in 2 hits.
Yeah,
if he hit you, you hit the floor, and that's why you take the man out. You can see how emotional these boys are. You take the man out, you can see what these type of women date, and it's sad because that's just what a generation. A generation removed, you took the father out, and it took me a while to look at this. Probably look at the whole series of God. It took me a while to look at the series Godfather of Harlem, and I understand the black mother. The one black mother whose son was dating the crime boss's chick. Daughter.
Yeah,
but. She did the same thing when her son wanted to join the military in Vietnam. She was like, I don't want to lose another son. I was like, boy, you if you don't want to, if you're not careful, your mother will steal all your masculinity.
You ain't lying.
Basically, starting with Generation X, they start feminizing all the boys. So
think about that.
You go downhill.
She went so far that she got some Black Panthers to kidnap her son, so he didn't go. Because he was willing to go to Vietnam and fight. His dad was
what?
And he was willing to go and fight. She was like, "No, I lost my son before, and I'm not gonna." And I said,
"She had him kidnapped
by Black Panthers."
No, okay.
Jesus Christ!
And I was like, that is, I would say that's sensationalized, but I'm just like, holy shit, that is black women.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
it's the matriarchy. Yeah.
They will not want you to be. They don't want you to be a man for 2 to 3 reasons. One, it's authority. I can't physically force you to make you. Once I can't beat you, now I'm scared of you.
Yeah.
They'll kill you to keep you in line. In some of these cases, they'll kill you to keep you in line.
They have. Okay, they have.
That one recently, that woman, she killed her son. He was like, there was like a fight or something. She killed her son, like she got the gun out of her car and just shot him.
She shot him. She just shot him because he's trying to move out.
Yeah.
She shot him because he was trying to move out.
He was trying to leave. He was trying to get out, and she shot him.
And she shot him. Yeah.
Now, aren't these supposed to be the most emotionally intelligent and the most moral people? That's what I'm hearing. That's what they're putting all on YouTube.
The thing is, so one thing Dr. Curry pointed out and actually verified. Okay, our numbers as far as deaths in marriage, in social relationship, didn't start going down until it actually started separating from black women.
Right.
Because we used to get interpersonal homicide rate was like over 1,000 up until we started black marriages started breaking down.
We're over 1,000 a year.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you what's so sad.
And that was in the 70s. That wasn't even in the 90s. It was 70s. Okay.
3 a day. 3 black men died in marriage a day. Crazy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what's so sad, right? As a former officer and a former sergeant, how many men think it's a joke when a woman pull a knife on them?
Yes.
Hell no.
Oh, this is no.
They think it's a joke. Really?
They're used to
Well,
it.
I had my sister pull a taser on me one time.
They had a joke. A lot of black men who date black women who pull knives.
Oh yeah,
And
because they think it's what's the
No.
foreplay.
Passion, yeah.
What?
Normal.
Well, they think
It's,
that
it's passion. She's showing passion. She's showing that she cares.
Saucy,
Exactly.
I know you're African, but you were raised in America, okay? You know violence is foreplay for black women, okay?
Yeah. You know, I hear things, but I just don't.
It doesn't make sense.
Hey, Saucy, never mind, okay?
I would just think that is this really happening? Is she crazy?
Yes. Okay.
They will pull. And I told you.
You know, all the other guys didn't say a word. Like,
yeah.
It is what it is.
I tell you.
You know what they say. You know that's just how they are. People like to use that like it's a fucking good excuse.
Oh, she hit me upside my head with a brick. Oh, she likes you. Okay.
I'm looking at it like. I'm looking at a video on Facebook of a chick chasing a dude around with a knife, cutting up his clothes because he want to leave.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, I'd have shot you.
And he would have been in his right.
And I'm like, you do it, and women be like, I remember it was a Mayweather fight, and I was with one of my ex-girlfriends, and these women would say, well, Mayweather did this. I said, if Mayweather really beat her up, you could literally go on a pay-per-view and see what he does for a living.
Yeah.
If he really beat her up, she wouldn't be able to talk about it.
She'd probably be dead. She would most likely be dead.
Robert Givens tried to say the same thing about Tyson.
Yeah. Oh, she would definitely be
dead. Exactly. Are you serious? Especially when Mike Tyson was trying to little ass Robert Givens.
He said, Mike is violent. He said, if I hit her, she'd break like in two. Okay.
Exactly. We've seen bigger men than him damn near break into two from Mike Tyson punch.
Wait a minute.
And her little 120-pound ass would have snapped. Okay.
Exactly.
I'm like, wait a minute. This guy lifted 250-pound guys off their feet with a punch, and you try to tell me you survived. Where's the pictures?
With gloves on.
Yeah, and she said that on Barbara Walters. She said that. Okay.
Exactly. And it's just generally accepted because it's about black. What was this saying? You know who's treated the worst in your society by who's allowed to be spoken about with no consequences, and who's the only entity allowed to be spoken about with no consequences.
Yeah,
black men.
And I'm like, yo, you guys will show me because I'm arresting them because she called them when he got tired. He pushed her to the ground or hold her. He held me and held my arms tight and all this stuff. And then he shows me stab wounds and cut wounds from razor blades and knives she done over for them years on now. I'm like, why do you call? Well, I ain't want to see you go to jail. Man, she'd have been like, well.
You know, we've shown that so many times, man, where the woman done jumped on him, then stabbed him, then broke his windows, cut his tires, all kind of crap, and said, "How come you didn't call? I didn't want to see her go to jail."
There you go.
Yeah,
I'm
sorry. There you go.
That's bitch made shit.
I'm sorry. I've had women jump on
That's that Winter Soldier.
Yep.
That's that whole Winnie.
That's the mama's boy in him because hardcore Crips and thugs and stuff like that will say the exact same thing.
Yeah, I disagree. I disagree. That's not bitch made shit.
No,
that's protection.
Quite literally, that's bitch made shit. That's something made by the bitch.
That's exactly. Thank you. That's bitch made. Yeah. You bitch made. A lot of us are bitch made.
Literally.
A lot of us are bitch made though. Like it is what it is. It is what.
I'm talking about not going to prison part, but yeah, it is bitch made.
Yeah.
It's called. Here's the point. When I had to arrest a man and a woman because I couldn't tell who was the aggressor. The woman but I called. Yeah, criminals call themselves. We have the dumbest criminals sometimes. The guy's leaking and bleeding. He needs stitches because you have marks around your neck. I said, you know what my thing is? Because you're very aggressive now, I'm going to go on the wing that you found something or he did something you didn't like. You cracked him upside the head with that object that split his nose and gave him about 15 stitches. And he grabbed your ass just from out of response.
Yeah, the response trying to keep you from hitting him again.
Or I'm going to choke the shit out of you. And see, here's my selection is that I tell a lot of women, y'all not scared of men the way you should be.
No.
And
because of societal protections.
Yeah.
And I tell them, I said, you know what? There's about 5 or 10 things I'm willing to sit in jail for. Go ahead, try me. And they're like, well, I said, try me. And I'm gonna hit you so goddamn hard. I'm gonna hit you harder than
it's gonna have to be worth it.
I used to tell my girlfriends, said, if you hit me, I'm put you in the hospital. See who actually gets out first, me or you.
Oh shit!
Hey, man.
Am I gonna get out of jail before you actually get out of the hospital? We'll see.
I bet, because I've dated women who thought they would see me lift like crazy amount of weight and hit a heavy bag.
Yeah.
And think they could still take you. And I'm like, you bitches are dumb.
No, they think you will allow them to take you.
No, I'm like,
you know,
what?
BGS,
That's crazy as fuck.
You know, and that's true when it comes to fighting. But here's the problem, though, BGS. Remember I told you about my ex-girlfriend who was watching Smallville. This dude gained superpowers. He got under the rack, put 600 pounds on it on a machine, and started repping it. And I was like, you know what? We were sitting in bed watching this that night. I was like, I wish I could rep 600 pounds one time. She's like, I think I could do it one time. I looked at her like,
what the fuck?
Oh, and hold on. And I was like, why would you say that? I was like, she was like a $155 with boots fully soaked with boots.
Man,
maybe 155. Right? And I'm about 205, 210. I'm like, why would you say that?
I'd have put her in the.
Well, you know what? This goes back to what y'all call bitch logic.
Yeah.
She said, well, she had an expedition back then, right? She said, well, you know, in the garage one time, I put my expedition in neutral, and I put my back against the wall, and I put my foot on the bumper, and I was able to use my leg, and I was able to press. I was like, and it weighs 2,500 pounds. I was like, those are two different fucking mechanics. You don't even know what you're talking about, do you?
You're not even.
You don't even know what you're talking about.
You're not even.
Yet when y'all come to this stuff, y'all want us to take you seriously. What you just said doesn't make sense. If that thing was on the slightest incline, you couldn't have done it.
I've actually said this.
It's called logic. It's called logic.
NFL center linemen cannot bench 600 pounds.
No.
Most people.
What make you think you gonna do it?
Do you know the percentile of men?
Anyway. Man, boy, y'all fellas take care of yourself, man. I'm finna head on out.
Yeah, we're gonna bounce about 10 minutes. Yeah.
I can't hear you, but I'll let you later.
Okay, all right.
All right.
The percentile of men that can lift 300 pounds or more.
You talking benching?
Yeah,
you talking bench?
I think it's about 1%.
No, it's not even 1% for 225.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's closer for the average bench press for a male is 135.
Yeah.
So it's about 5% for 225, but it's
1%. About 1%. Yeah.
Now 500.
Well, we basically you're world class.
I'm in a powerlifting gym with some guys who bench 500 pounds.
Yeah.
It's like it's rare because it's like 3 of them niggas who do it, and it's like, what the fuck?
I've only done 2 reps for 500 pounds.
It's like somebody, you know, in the 9s and 100 meters. Okay.
Yeah.
So rare.
Like I've done 210 for 2 reps. We'll never do it again.
210?
Never do it.
Kilograms.
500.
Oh, okay, kilograms. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
The amount of men who can bench press 500 pounds or close to it, there's probably like 1,000 men in the world ever.
So it's like when people ask me, how much did you bench? I said, you would for my best pound for pound or raw lift. I've actually snatched 300 pounds from the ground to the shoulder to overhead.
Okay.
Shit, Charles, goddamn, bro.
That's Olympic. That's Olympic.
I've actually in the academy. I've cut down from 245 to 200 flat because we were doing a shit ton of running. I've actually got 400 pounds like 3 times. 200.
On what, snatch?
On
or clean and jerk?
I was benching. I was 200 flat, and I did 400 for 3
bench
reps.
2 times body weight. Goddamn.
And I did the heaviest. The heaviest raw was 510 twice, 2 reps of that. The snatch was 300 overhead.
Yeah, and anytime
So
you bench on 400, you're damn near taking your life into your hands.
Oh
no, that's dangerous as fuck. Now you would die. And you talking about benching? If you're benching anything with 350, you're courting death.
I'm gonna tell you, there were times. Well, y'all seen the videos. There's time repping for.
Yeah.
like there's like when people looked at it and people didn't believe me till they saw me in a gym,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, and even my coworkers, and they were like, I'm in full uniform, and you see the video, and I'm repping 400 pounds in full uniform.
Yeah.
And people, oh shit.
Yeah.
Well, you know the thing, most people don't
When
even go to
I
the gym,
first
though.
saw you, I knew you could.
The problem.
You benched about 400 when I first saw you. I said, "Motherfucker, is that you on the wall?"
Shit, I cold benched 315 one time. Nigga looked at me like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, but wait." He was like, "Nah, you can't do that." I'm like, "Watch." Cold bench 315.
I'll put it to you this way:
Jaws, it's crazy.
Most NFL players can't lift 400 pounds.
No, they
no. Because first of all, benching 400 pounds is unnecessary to be good at football. Second of all,
positions.
Yeah, that's
second of all,
how many reps can you do with at 225 is because you have to do it continuously. That's what they measure on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like squatting, like most NFL guys don't squat over 405.
Mm-hmm.
They squat less than 500 pounds because it's unnecessary to squat. Squatting anything more than that is kind of unnecessary. It really is. Like you're strong enough to move another human being. If you can squat around 500 pounds, you're strong enough to move another man. That's all you really need. You don't need more strength than that.
Well, have you ever grabbed a guy who's about to take off and grab him by his button up, and he's got two hands. Aaron Donald's max bench is 5.
Mm-hmm.
And you thinking about it, you're holding him by his shirt, and he's got two hands on your wrist, and you can't even pry your hands off of him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was so funny. It was like you have coworkers just look at you and be like, you know, that's some weird shit. Like working with this dude. We were telling like this one person doing a ride along. They're like, working with him is like you're just waiting for him to do something that you never see anybody else do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Charles, I know a guy who's like you. He's like, well, he's shorter than you, right? He's like 5'8", 5'8.5". He was a college sprinter. He ran like 10.5, 10.7 back in college. He benches about 4 something.
Mm-hmm.
He deads like 700 pounds. He squats around between 5 and 6. No, so it's like anywhere he goes, it's like if he decides to crash out like Charles, it's like who the fuck is gonna stop him?
Yeah,
he's got his black belt in Taekwondo. It's like what the fuck, bro? Like nobody's gonna stop this guy. Like if he decides to crash out, him and Charles, like these guys, like okay, like stop him. They'll look at me like you do something. I'm like no, I'm not dying today.
It depends on what state he's in too.
If Charles decided
you can stop him. Okay, he just depends on what state you're in.
No, like a true crash out, BGS. If Charles is ever in a true crash out, you gotta shoot him. You gotta shoot him. Charles understands that.
Yeah.
Charles understands that. He's like, y'all gotta shoot me. Y'all gotta kill me because otherwise, nobody in this building can stop me without a weapon.
They told me that in the academy when the instructor was like, "Okay, what if Faulkner was?" Everybody, 60 people in the class, so we're not fighting that dude. We're shooting.
No, hell no. Because y'all are all victims.
Charles will shoot himself if it came down to it. I'm not fighting that dude.
Y'all are all his victims.
You had guys,
like everybody in that room is his victim. Everybody.
You got to think about it. You had guys who were college defensive ends who said, "No, we shooting that motherfucker."
Yeah.
Like I'm wrestling with these guys, and these guys are strong as hell. But guess what? I'm tossing them.
Yeah.
So it's like I've never been manhandled. And one guy, he was an Army captain, and we had defense tactics, and he's like, whoa. He had to walk away for a second. He's like, dude, it felt like a lion just jumped on me. Like I've never felt. And he's like, and I'm not putting I'm not putting myself over anything. This is what they told me. Like,
You're a world class athlete, man. They didn't know that when you coming in.
It's
Okay, that's a big
abnormal.
difference. Okay, it's like me playing Jordan in pickup.
no,
Okay,
no.
hey,
And it's like
my older brother like that. It's like, what the fuck, bro? He grabbed my shit one time. We were like play wrestling. I was like, what the fuck?
yeah,
He grabbed my shit like, oh,
yeah,
if we won't play around, he'd have got me. I'm like, that's
like,
it's
so
when you
funny.
train like that. Go ahead. All right, and we got about
And it
10
was
more minutes.
I'm wrestling with the DNs, and they're like wrestling with me. And I said, okay, let's see what you got. So I'm locking up with them.
Okay.
Let's see what you got. So I'm moving him around, and he's about a good 280, 290 at the time. So I got under him for a double leg on my shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, even our PT instructor, who was a SWAT sniper,
Mm-hmm.
a black guy who played running back, he said, first of all, the best I'm doing is hitting and moving. And he said that's the best of. Then he was like, hey, Folk, can you box? I can box up. Hey, you can wrestle. Yeah. Nah, I'm getting my gun. Fuck that. He's like, fuck that. And it was like, dude, what's wrong? He's like, you don't realize this, but most of these people in here couldn't take you, 2 at a time or 3 at a time. And I'm like, there are some people I've worked out with who were very dangerous people. If you think I'm dangerous, these motherfuckers are like, warning, do not fuck with this motherfucker, or you're going to find out.
Yeah.
And when you're used to that, everything else is normal to you, because it's like, I'm not putting myself over. I'm not saying I'm a world-class ass kicker or that shit. But
Well, you are, man. Stop being humble bragging, man. You are. So stop humble bragging. Yeah.
But when need be, I mean, it's the fact of the matter that I tell a lot of people, and this is what I tell women. One, if the average man is 2 to 3 times stronger than you, why are you getting up in the face of somebody who trains?
It's because it's the protection of females. They don't think they're going to be hit. They've never been hit by a man full strength.
No, and most of them are cowards, because once they find out, they know who to do it to and who not to do that to.
It's FAFO, just like a little kid. They don't know the stove is hot till they get burned. But guess what they do afterward? They walk right. They give that stove a wide berth after that, though. I'm not even getting close to it because I already got burned.
Every video I've seen of a woman really get hit, she looked up like shocked, like, what the fuck just happened? And they get up and they walk their ass away like, oh shit, like, never mind.
Yeah.
Like, it's like a wild animal. Like, I want you to take your house cat. A house cat will fuck up a human being.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if he's pissed or don't want to be touched.
Yeah.
Let them take them fucking canines and bite into you really, really hard.
Yeah, I mean, you'll kill it with things. They're gonna do some damage.
For sure.
They're gonna get their foot. So you can imagine. You can imagine they're gonna get their licks in. So imagine if you would have got their cousins who are like 400 or 500 pounds heavier.
Well, you did your lunch.
Reason why.
Your lunch then.
More like 600 pounds heavier.
Huh?
In some cases, more like 600 pounds in some cases.
Yeah, well,
for like a tiger.
180 pounds on a mountain lion will eat you. So
that's true.
Because it's all muscle.
I ain't got Charles ain't got no chance with the mountain lion. You talking about wrestling mountain lion? I don't know. He might got a chance.
Basically, believe it or not, 180-pound chimpanzee will kill you.
Yeah, that's true.
They're strongest 3 people.
The strongest 3 people. Yeah.
You got to think about it. You going against, let's say, the largest cat we ever had on Earth was the American lion.
Mm-hmm.
It's about 30 to 40% bigger than an African lion.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck? It's like, did you what the think about this? You're fucking the Ice Age or like early man. You have a 13-foot fucking short-nosed bear that can run 50 miles per hour. 2,000 pounds. Like, you wonder why we didn't know what Native Americans look like till we sailed here. Because that motherfucker said, come on in the water. It's fine.
Yeah.
Bring your ass around here.
What you know about is a polar bear. A polar bear is it's like 13 feet and like 3,000 pounds. Yeah. Your lunch.
If you see one, you're dead. If you see it, you're dead.
Yeah. By the time you see it,
like
you're dead.
They hunt you. Like, you got to think about it. Like, there's a reason why you have in your DNA a healthy fear of some shit. Like most of you can't handle fucking dogs.
Yeah.
So you're talking about motherfuckers who said, you know what? Them humans are grilling. Oh, they eating all that spicy food. Yeah, it's time for some spicy. Let's go get them.
Charles, you understand better than most that most people, 80 to 90% of people are victims. They don't, but they just don't know it. They're just victims. If a sufficiently strong enough human being were to start going crazy in a room, you in a restaurant, you decide to start punching people, can't nobody stop you.
Think about
But
this.
most people don't understand that.
Think about this, right? The earliest form of government we had was a cratocracy. Which, for those who don't know what cratocracy means, right? Might. If you watched Invincible, the Viltrumites are a cratocracy, right? Right. I'm the mightiest, I'm the strongest, I rule. You can't beat my ass, I rule. I mean, that's how you raise your kids. Can't beat my ass, I rule. So, when you have this feminized, and think about it, you feminize the world because females would not really matter in a cratocracy. I always tell females this. Should women have the right to vote? Yeah, we should have the right to vote because you never earned it. Where did you earn it in battle? But yet, you never hear women say, I want to join selective service. No, get your ass out there too, like the men, since you said you're equal. Huh? You're equal to specifications. You're not equal. You gotta. This is the reason why I tell a lot of women, stop lying. You're not my equal. Most men are not equal to each other. And we know
Oh,
it.
for sure.
We know it.
But also, you can't. You talk about in terms of defending your position. Most women can't defend their position. Hell, most men can't defend their position.
No.
You're talking about defend. If you have a position, most people can't hold it. It's like, all right, I'm gonna whoop your ass if you disagree with me. All right, you right, right.
Think
Okay, so you don't.
Let's take away guns for a minute, right? And
Sure.
nobody gun.
Mhm.
You know how many people would not be police officers, even though nobody on earth has a gun? It's very hard to do because guess what? I gotta convince this motherfucker with some bullshit or skill, and maybe a combination of both. I'm telling this motherfucker not to do and telling him I gotta either convince you to put your hands behind your back or force you to put your hands behind your back. And when you're confronted in that shit, most people will never know, oh, I would do this. Yeah, you wouldn't. They're like, what? You don't know? You think people are afraid of your gun. They dare you to shoot them. People are more afraid of about that S-Pantera than your gun. Because they know you don't want to look bad. You don't want to look like I'm trying to hit it. Like, fuck this. Like, that's why sometimes when I tell people about this, the law of physicality, women are not a threat. It's the fact that we've been raised to believe that they are. They've been raised to believe their own shit. And that's what the most worst part about it is that no, I don't believe there should be a law. Even though I don't have to believe shit. Statistics show you women shouldn't be police officers. Statistics show you that a lot of women are not in the military. There's a reason why a lot of women are still in female-driven careers because they're not conducive to it. They're not an asset. Why do you think you don't have a lot of STEM?
But Charles, every officer that I know, and I've seen several in my practice. Every officer I know is like not with female officers, but they can't really say it for fear of losing their job. Like all the science backs up what you say. Like female officers are more liable to shoot. They're quicker to violence, which is weird, but they're also quicker to shoot. Like they're quicker to escalate a situation and they're quicker to shoot somebody. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
And they're quick to power. They're quicker. There's female officers who are promoted to sergeants and maybe about to be lieutenant who stayed in the car when officers were fighting for their life.
Yeah.
Why aren't they fired? Cowardice.
Yeah.
This is the part I told this one female officer. She said, Faulkner, what do you do so much? Keep people for you, like get your ass whooped? Just right the fuck up because she knew it was true. I said, I can walk down there swinging my S-Pantera like Mighty Thor, whistling the fucking tune, and dudes are not going to fuck with me. You know, there's some cops you already know if they're like there are some cops who are scared of their shadows and there for a check. Everybody should be there for a check because you don't do your shit for free. But there's some guys who are not worth the paper that they sign. There are some people who get called. They are basically when a cop calls 911. And
Oh, okay.
I'm happy that some people consider me that. I don't consider me that. I consider me just doing my job. I'm like, hey, when a SWAT officer had to call for backup and I'm first on scene and I'm rushing this motherfucker like this crackhead was high on something and allegedly he people didn't know I could jump that high with a knee to the head. But
you flying knee somebody?
Yeah, right to the head.
He's a world class fighter, man. So
you put a Jorge Masvidal?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right, well, folks, closing thoughts. We got to get out of here. So
this man question. He got a knee to the head.
Kareem, you jump in, Kareem, because we're getting ready to get out of here.
Yeah, what's going on, BBS? Can you hear me?
You barely hear you, man. Speak up a little bit.
Real low.
How about now?
Yeah. Oh, we'll make it work. Go ahead.
All right. One quick question. You wouldn't mind if I send you email? I want to start making content, and what I'm doing is I'm reading Dark Ghetto, actually Kamala Harris's book, and Ruth Ruth's book about child support.
Okay.
Give me about a month because I'm going to summer school. So
Okay.
read it, pop up a couple of the chapters, and send it to you, and could you reflect, see how I do with it.
Okay. So you want to just take snippets out of it, or what? What you gonna do?
Kamala Harris' book, I probably can just read it all the way through because it's not that long. It's not that
Okay.
hard of a read.
Okay.
The child support book, that's gonna be a minute. Because you read it, and that book has like a lot of different references. And
Yeah. It's huge. It's like 500 pages. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it, man. Give me about a month because I start summer school in the next couple of weeks. So.
Okay. Yeah. Well, email me and let me know, man.
Yeah. Okay, I got you, man. You brothers have a good night, man. Let me get back to work.
All right. Closing thoughts, folks.
Yeah, I'll go. I was just going to say, even any kind of blue collar jobs, once these women get into their 40s and 50s, they just start falling apart and they can't keep up.
Their bodies aren't made for that kind of work. So
yeah. And so they're trying to find an easy job or positions for these women, and it just hurts the whole morale of the workforce because you got people who you carrying.
Yeah.
They just they just wait on the whole crew.
Yeah.
And so I just and they just not made for these jobs. They shouldn't be in these jobs, and they try to force them into these positions. And at the end of the day, they want to be carried and they want to be I'm a woman. Well, but you're getting the same pay that I'm getting.
Yeah, if the company can afford to do that, they want to give them money, let them give them money, man. You can't. It's not your money, okay?
Yeah.
But the thing is, budgets are so tight now they can't afford to do that no more. They don't have enough guys to actually do that. There's a lot of guys that can't even do the work anymore. So
all right, gentlemen.
But blue collar is always going to be left because AI is killing all the female jobs as we speak. Yeah.
All right, gentlemen. Appreciate you. Thank you, BGS, for having me on. Appreciate you.
No problem. Thanks for being on.
But yes, sir, Brother Charles. Appreciate you, gentlemen. All right, y'all. Take care.
All right.
I like to say, hey, drink and smoke weed every day, but
what you later on you can tell me what you and the doc talked about, man.
We talked about the good old shit. It was some great shit. Just give me a call in about a half. I'll tell you, it was some good shit. Because sometimes I'm humbled by every time he comes into the cigar lounge, I'll be like, coming in, Black excellence in the room. Having that level of intellect, he is like he's cooler than the other side of the pillow.
He's such a humble man. You would never know that. He's very humble.
Funny. We talked about that when I talked. See, one day I might do a show at the Harbor. So if anybody in the Baltimore area, I'm gonna actually talk a bit more casually, especially with fellow content creators and and their supporters, because I'm gonna tell people like my personal belief, and I'll be quick, is that I don't think that black men have enough audacity. It took me years, if not decades, to get the audacity I have now, but I think black men need to walk boldly with audacity because we've proven time and time again, like Sandog loves it when I say it. Name one war that the U.S. government won without black men. There is none.
Hasn't been one. There's never been one. Nope. In fact, we had to
Never
save
will
their
be.
ass. We had to save their ass in World War II because the Japanese were whooping their ass.
We saved their asses in the Revolutionary. We saved their asses in Civil War, Spanish America, 1812. So in other words, you're so great. There's no war that was won under the number one country in the world.
Yeah.
So that tells you something alone. We still use 30% of your inventions. I mean, excuse me, 85% of your inventions to this day. So when black men need to walk, and he even said it, there was a time I shouldn't have taken as much shit that I should have, and it took me a while because he's a salt the earth guy, salt the earth guy, and it's like he even admit, like, you know what, there's times I should have, and we're all guilty of this. We took a lot of shit from women in situations we didn't need to because we were so above it. But definitely just hit me up tonight and I'll tell you the skiffy.
Okay. All right. All right. Anybody else? Sauchi?
Yeah. As usual, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
In the space.
Yeah, appreciate. I'm glad the elders let you come back, man. Tell them thank you, a humble thank you. Okay. Hey. Me and Dr. Reefer actually talked about what's going on with France coming. Trying to do a reach back.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Oh,
where else are they gonna go?
The thing is, they tried that Mali thing, and Wagner had something to say about it. So they're trying to do a pivot to sub-Saharan right now. So.
Oh, come on.
Check it out, man. Put it in.
Yeah.
Put it Macron in Africa, man. It'll pop up.
Okay, I definitely will.
See what the elders say about it.
Oh yeah. Like I said, I'm talking to my uncle tomorrow, so I'll ask him like what's going on.
Because he was just in Kenya, man. So and there was an African summit, and he came uninvited. So so he's trying to make a pivot right now. So
okay, I see. Okay. Last thing, let's just summary from Friday, because I was surprised that. I won't say his name, but I was surprised at how upset he was about what's going on between men and women. Like he was like, that's the first time I ever really heard him really being like legitimately upset. I was like, wow, like mad.
Who's that? Art?
No. On webinar.
Okay. Okay. It is because they really believe that that black men and black women can't come together and make a special bond. Okay, they really believe that. Okay, they believe that black people in America have more power than they actually do. Okay. And I'm a realist. Okay, if I don't see it, I don't see it in history. Blah blah blah. Then you can't tell me. But certain people believe that there's something magical about us, which there is. But thing is, at the end of the day, it still has to come down to practicality. Okay, can you put it in practice or not? Okay, and in America, there's not enough of us. The culture's too broken. There's historic reasons why black men and women aren't together. Okay, and I spent 10 years with 15 years pointing this stuff out. Okay, reading all the documents and all the other kind of crap, man. You can see it. It's not that's not apparent. So, and people get upset when you actually hold the mirror up. It's because they want like they want to believe in the fantasy of it. Just like Pan-Africanism, people believe in the fantasy. I don't. Okay, I am very grounded, very realistic. I said, okay, You got 5,000 tribes in Africa. They're not all going to be the same. You got to do business. Okay. You got to come to an agreement. Okay. You can't think that we're all one black people. We're not. Okay.
Yeah.
So they have to go through the same shit that everybody else goes through. You have to go and understanding that. So people get mad at me is because I'm a realist, and I say the blank truth. They don't want to accept it. So that's why. I don't know if that makes sense. So
no,
Yeah.
I mean it makes sense. I mean, just from the one individual. I mean, I expected some kind of pushback, but I was just like, with all the research and all the knowledge he has, I was just like, I don't understand. It's pretty clear cut, right?
He doesn't accept it. Okay, he reads it, but thing is.
Okay.
I'm like you. Okay, you when the numbers are the numbers. Okay.
Yeah. What's trending is what's trending.
What's trending? The numbers are the numbers.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at so many spreadsheets and they all say the same thing, you have to face reality. The numbers are the numbers, okay.
Yeah.
You cannot make something into something that is not right.
Yeah.
And when I read history and I read all the trends and all the stats, stuff like that, the numbers are the numbers. Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely every stat, every statistic, every measure, every book, every history book, all say the same thing, man. What do you want me to do?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. People say I'm too negative. I don't give hope. Blah blah. My job is not to give you hope. My job is to give you the truth. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. These are the things that you can do, and these are the things that you can't do. Okay. You're not gonna take over this country. Okay. You're just better off to move to the continent, okay, establish yourself so your kids and your grandkids can actually get integrated into some place where they at least have a chance to actually make it, okay? You got a chance in Africa, okay? You don't have no chance here.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have a chance here, okay? They actually want you to actually disappear, okay? In Africa, you actually have a chance to actually build something, okay?
Yes.
You have to work at it. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but you have to work at it. But things you have a chance. You don't have a chance here. But people don't want to accept that. Oh man, I don't want to go to Africa because this stuff. Well, take what you get. Stop complaining about America then. Take what
Exactly.
Okay, because they've told you what they want out of you. Like I want to study the under Eisenhower, the Indian termination process, right? Where they actually wanted to get rid of all the Indian tribes and blend them in, right?
Interesting.
And I think when you start reading some of the stuff about what they're doing to the Native Americans, like keeping them in poverty and stuff like that, trying to get them to actually assimilate. Okay, I think we're going through the same process, just a little bit longer.
Yeah.
So there's their whole thing is not just like the Chinese, is not to have a separate black country like we want. Okay, it's not going to happen.
Oh no.
But to try to tell that to black people, okay. I tell like I get this all the time, right? They want me to convince them or show them how to make a solid black family that's cohesive and all this kind of crap in a decaying society. So how you gonna do that in a decaying society? White America is decaying as we speak. White supremacy all over the planet is decaying as we speak. How are you going to build something that you want? And we're already at the bottom in a decaying society. Well, we just have to get together and get with our women and build it anyway. I said, oh, please tell me how. Okay.
Yeah.
Because the numbers don't point to it. Please tell me.
Yeah. We don't have the numbers. Two, we technically don't have the resources. And then we're not in position.
Yeah, right.
So it's like it's literally a suicide mission.
Yes.
Literally.
Yeah, and then on top of that, you're not training your kids to take advantage of the situations that are there. Okay.
Exactly.
I mean, you got only 10% of your black boys can read. How are you gonna do anything with that?
Yeah. BGS, they want you to make 5 times more than what the average man makes.
I mean, if you start that kid out at 3, okay, reading and writing, doing arithmetic at 3, by the time he gets to be an adult. He has a chance to make 3 or 4 times the amount they make. Salties are not born; they're made. Okay,
That's a fact.
they're made. They're not born; they're made. You have to make them. Okay, if you don't go through the process of making somebody like a salty, you're not gonna get a salty.
Yeah.
And
it's
but
it's
in
only harder
BGS,
right
but you can take that same guy that makes double what the average man makes, take him to Colombia, and he's in the top 1%.
What it was the thing that's arbitrage. Okay, that's just
Yeah.
like me buying a $300 pair of Nikes in China. Okay, they're $20 in China. That's the arbitrage. Okay.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I'm not saying what I'm saying is, well, I'm saying two black people, black men, okay, take advantage of the arbitrage, okay.
Yes.
The bullets are the
Exactly.
same thing about Panama, okay. You might be a 4 or 5 in America, but in Panama you're a 9 or 10 because of the arbitrage.
You're getting a better deal. Like
You get a better deal. Yeah.
I don't see a problem with that. Like, I mean, I'm not, I'm not out, a passport or anything like that, but I don't see anything wrong. I mean, obviously, if you're going out there, you're doing it respectfully, but
Yeah.
clearly, the vast majority of them, that's what they're doing. But from what it seems like, people are, taking these very small percentage of guys who are going out there and supposedly, I'm sure there
Yeah.
are some guys, but the percentage is so small. It's like, why are you blanking it like that's what's normal when that's not the truth?
I mean, if you want to prove yourself that you're a man of men and you can compete at any level, stay here and compete. I have no
Exactly.
problem with that. Okay, but thing is, if you just want to be happy, okay, you want to live a decent life, be happy, and get you a decent woman, go where it's easy.
Yeah.
Rich people go where the money's easy. They don't go where the money's hard.
Exactly.
Exactly.
They do not. Rich people look the easiest way to make money possible. They don't look for a hard way to make money. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, these guys don't understand when they leave the country. If you're 5'10" and you leave this country and go to some of these places where
Yeah.
people are 5'5", the average
Yeah.
guys are 5'6",
Yeah.
you're the tall guy. You're
You're
going to be tall, handsome, and
you're the standout. Okay. I mean, the locals know where the fuck you land. They know that you have a blue passport when you land. Okay.
Yeah.
And the thing is, they already know. Okay. And the thing is, all these guys leading with their wallets and their cars and all this out there, the wealth. Okay. Why the fuck try to prove yourself to somebody in New York that's with a $300 dinner instead of getting on a plane going down to the DR or Haiti or Colombia or the Panama
With that exact amount of money.
exact same amount of money and getting a better result? Why not?
Yeah, and that's the key, the better result, because there's guys up here making big money, driving big cars, all this stuff, and still can't get nobody to cook for them.
Yeah.
On a regular basis. Can't get nobody to, have their babies and take care of their babies. They can't get no respect.
Man, I was looking at this video. This black guy, actually produced in China, right? You're gonna buy an apartment for $3,000. Man, I said, oh God, why come I'm not in China? buy, not rent, buy an apartment for $3,000.
Yeah.
Can't rent it for the same apartment in LA for $3,000. It's like, God damn, that's the arbitrage. Take advantage of everything possible, man. Black men, you're already at the bottom. Take advantage of every situation that you can.
Yeah.
Stop crying about it. Don't worry about them bitches, man. Let them bitches stay here and cry about it. Okay, go get another man. Okay, I'm not for you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go where I'm happy. Just like Tunnel Runner. Go where you happy. Tunnel Runner's happier than he's ever been. Okay. Okay.
Runaway slave.
Yeah. Wave to Harriet Tubman on the way by. Okay.
And did you hear about that guy Larry Wheeler in L.A.?
Larry Wheeler,
the power lifter.
No,
Larry Wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
I know
happened?
about him.
He passed away. What happened?
No, he's he married this girl. I guess she's a Romanian and stuff like that, and she's just they already. I mean, I guess they were married for like a couple of months, and they're going through a divorce now.
Oh,
but
really?
he didn't sign no prenup. She's just talking. She's laughing. She's smiling at other guys, flirting with other guys. while he's right there. It's
Yeah.
just totally just taking advantage of the guy.
How long has been married? 2 months?
I think it's been like I think it's been like maybe 6-7 months.
Oh, get it annulled. It's less than a year.
Yeah, but he didn't sign no prenup. They
Doesn't
already
matter. It doesn't. No, it doesn't matter. Get it annulled.
Yeah.
It's under a year or two. It's almost like nothing. She can't.
Yeah,
She didn't
yeah.
earn enough.
She wasn't there long enough, and she did all this kind of stuff. Get it annulled.
And he has the money. He
Yeah,
actually has the money to get an attorney. Just shut this thing down.
Yeah. I want an annulment. Okay, just get it done, like it never happened.
Yeah, he need to do it because she's just definitely not the right woman for him.
I mean, when you make that much money and is that famous, why get married in the first place? Unless you want to have kids. Okay?
Yeah, in this environment. Yeah,
I would not get married in the States in this environment if I had money at all.
Very dangerous.
And she was trying to say that he was impotent. So I'm not impotent, but he was.
He might have been.
Not,
Okay,
not fertilized. He took too many steroids or something. Yeah.
Even better reason to get it annulled. Okay? Get it annulled. If you've been married less than a year, get it annulled. Don't even worry about it. Okay. It's a do over. Okay. Anyway, I want to thank MS Delta for the Cash App for putting money on my books, and Jay, appreciate you. Okay. And that's I think those are the last two. I say for B, just keep repeating the basic knowledge observation about life really. Oh yeah, aspect. Yeah. The thing is, I'll start putting up charts again. But the thing is, it all points to the same. Why does that death rate go down when we get away from black women? Okay, why does that happen? The thing is, it all points to the same thing, man. Divorces, marriages, childbirth, it's all backwards, man. It's all screwed up.
Yeah. Media Man had some interesting posts that came out on Instagram, I think a day or two ago, where he's just, showed the numbers basically just like, I think income, it was income, like most recent stats of income of all races of the country, and then like health, all that stuff. And again, it's just reiterating stuff we've been saying for like a good 10 years. Easily. I mean, I wasn't surprised, but it's like these are even, newer numbers, updated numbers. And it's like, this is not hard to see. The numbers are right there again, proving it again. Like there's much to say.
If you had given affirmative action and stuff like that to black men instead of white women, where would you be?
Oh, America would be totally different.
It'd be completely different. But the thing is, white women didn't want you to have it, and black women didn't want you to have it, and they still don't want you to have it.
Yeah,
today, is what it is. But the thing is, y'all want to keep fucking with it? Please do. I have nothing to say about it no more. I'm tired of talking about it. We know you want to be white women. We actually know you actually want white men.
Yes.
Okay. And you pay for them. You got to hear it all the time. Why are they paying for this? Blah blah blah. Okay. And it's not just, it's all over the world. So it is what it is. Take the best deal you can get, no matter where you are, and run with it. Okay.
Yes.
A lot of black guys, passport bros, are worried about white men getting better women. Don't worry about it. Get the best woman for you and keep rolling, man. Don't worry about it.
And they're not getting all of them, so
yeah, they can't. Okay,
yeah, it's impossible.
They're not getting all of them. I'm mad because he's Cheddar Bob and I'm better than him. He's getting a better woman. He white. Keep pushing, man. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just need to find one good one, or maybe 3 good ones.
I mean, he gets a 10, you get a 9. So what? Okay, take your 9 and roll. Okay, because you would have got a 5 in America. So take your 4 points and bounce.
Exactly.
Yeah. Anyhow.
All right. Thank you.
I would check your guys later, but that's the whole thing, man. That's how come I run into it all the time, and I his heart is in the right place. That's how I'm gonna really go in on him. Okay,
Yeah,
but the thing is, dude, I said I've actually logged this stuff in. I pointed stuff out to you. Y'all still won't accept it, but it's what it is. You won't accept it. Okay, well then I don't know what to tell you. You're not going to change anything on the ground. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't care how much you preach, how much you vie for it. It's not going to change. Okay.
Yeah.
We don't have enough time to actually change it because what's getting ready to happen to America, you can't do nothing about it anyway.
Yeah.
They can't do nothing about it, so you can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
Because Trump did try. Okay. You might not like what he did, but he did try. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
It's ugly. He ugly. You know, he took the gamble. Him and Biden took gamble. They should probably take it, but they did try. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
And, but there's nothing they can do about it. Anyhow, I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for putting money in my books, man. I'm getting ready to go to the commissary and buy something. So, and I'll see you guys later.
What can I say? Mamba out.
Muzyka Denis Siedem.